Hello and welcome to the Sweet 16. Hello, it's March Mascot Madness. Sweet 16, we're punching tickets to the Elite 8 today. It's all very, very exciting. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're having a good day. Thanks for joining me tonight. Our first matchup is Duke against Georgia Tech in a game that I don't think means anything. Blue and yellow looks kind of nice though. Top 10 matchup. All-American sideline. While this game gets started, we will recap the standings. I think some people are kind of already out, so it's not. We have 4 games that mean a lot, and then 4 games that don't mean anything, and they're just for entertainment's sake, and that's part of this first game. Georgia Tech gets the. Wait a minute. Hang on. Hold on. Pause. I forgot to start this stream the way we start all Mascot tournament streams. With a little, are you ready to fuel it up with a little game fuel? Have I already had one of these today? Yes, I have. How long ago was it? About half an hour ago. I forget how, back to the action. I forget how, pungent they smell. Like, when you crack them open, they start going, and they smell. I remembered and realized that during the showing of Shazam today. A nice inside pass. Duke gets an early 2-0 lead as we look at the standings here. Alex is out. She can't get any more points. Debbie needs Gonzaga to win, but unfortunately the point differential between her and Liam, who also needs Gonzaga to win, there's nothing else that she can do. Her bracket looked so good as Georgia Tech hits a nice little jump shot there. Her bracket looked so good until Oregon and Oregon State lost in back-to-back games. And then all of a sudden it was just right down the tubes. I am currently in 4th place. I have 24 points. Debbie has 21. Alex has 19. I don't think I can win, actually. I'm only one. I'm 1 point behind Ashley, who also has Alabama going pretty far. So I need Alabama to get all the way to the finals, but I need Gonzaga, Texas, and Ohio all to lose. But even then, I still need them to go really far, and I'm just not sure if I can make up that differential. I don't know how many points you lose if you lose a champion. Ryan's in a good position to take a victory. He needs Texas to go all the way and win with Gonzaga and Ohio not being able to make it to the finals. They have to beat Gonzaga. I knew there was something weird with that sentence that I was saying. Ashley needs Ohio to win out, needs Alabama to go far, and needs Gonzaga and Texas to fall. And then our leader, pretty much from the jump, Liam, needs Gonzaga to go all the way and have some other teams fall, maybe. Ashley has the most to play for. She has Alabama and Ohio. Everybody else only has one team, or in one person's case, no teams left. So we'll see what happens here. We have a close game on right now with 4-4 with just over 2 minutes to go. I guess Gonzaga won today. I know that because some guy yelled at me as I was walking home from the store as the yellow jacket just walks right out of bounds. I've seen that a lot. Duke throwing it deep down court. I was walking home, minding my own business, and some guy leaned out his window and was like, "Go Zags!" And it scared the shit out of me. And I hate when people do that. And it's been weird because it's been the last couple of days, that's been a more common occurrence. It's actually fairly rare, to be perfectly honest, of people leaning outside of their cars to yell stuff at pedestrians. But today, and a couple times yesterday, people, I guess, just enjoying the nice spring weather. Or they're still hungover from St. Patrick's Day, whatever. Either way, nice open 3 gives Duke a 1-point lead. We've seen that play be very successful, and I saw it run a couple of times in real March Madness games today. I don't even know how my real March Madness bracket is doing. Oh. So, lots going on today. Ideally, and fingers crossed, even though I probably shouldn't say it because, you know, commentators curse. Ideally, all 4 teams win today. And make tomorrow interesting. So that's the hope. The hope and the dream. Also, by the way, I figured out the audio issue with the Xbox. So basically, I think I talked about this like really, really early. I have to run a converter that converts from the AV cables, the yellow, white, and red cables to HDMI to run it into the Elgato to be able to capture and stream. It has a switch on the side, the conversion device has a switch on the side to display it from either 720p or in 1080p, and for whatever reason it doesn't just do audio in 1080p, it just does video. So if you flip the switch to 720p, then all of a sudden you get audio. So I figured that out a little bit last night, after the stream was over, after I thought I broke it, and I kind of did. So we learned some lessons yesterday. Don't switch consoles in the middle of a stream. Test your games before they start. Oh, speaking of testing, stopped the stream, did whatever. Tried the Nintendo 64 game that I was trying to get to work for like 15 minutes yesterday. It worked on the first fire up after the stream was over. I was like, oh man, come on. Turns out I don't remember that game as much as I thought I did. Because I played like a race and it was not familiar in any shape. I didn't even understand like the mechanics of it. If you do like go off of jumps, Duke with a nice contested 3 there, down and good. So, if you or when you do jumps, you can manually you have control of your car in the air, is what I'm trying to say. And for every trick you do, when you land, it'll tell you like what you did, and it'll give you a chunk of turbo meter or whatever. So, yeah, didn't remember that. So I was like, why can I control the car, and where's my turbo? And would have been fun to have on stream. Nice block on the outside. That was a great defensive play. Don't go back across the line. Over halfway done. I'm running out of stories. We're 6 minutes in. Actually, we're almost 8 minutes in. I gotta come up with more content to talk about. But I usually have to say I saved that for Week in Review. So this week's Week in Review, by the way, Us and Shazam. Just the two movies. I could talk a little bit about San Francisco Rush, but I don't think that matters. Oh, pardon me for just 1 second. Sorry, something really bothering my nose there. Enjoy my pink shirt as I bend over the rail. Do I ever do anything other than Mascot play? I will starting next week. There have been some other streams in the last couple weeks. I did The Occupation. I did some random like Nintendo 64 racing games. Like Rush 2 and stuff like that, but yeah, this was the original concept and the original idea, so this is what it's been. This is the last 2 days of it. So we have Sweet 16 today, and then the rest of it is tomorrow. So that's Elite 8, Final 4, third place game, and the championship, and we'll find out our winner. And then, yeah, move on to some other stuff. I think next week's going to be Yoshi's Crafted World, and then after that is going to be a bunch of the Telltale Walking Dead with some other games kind of spliced in there. Up and in 1915, Georgia Tech looking to take down the Blue Devils, which would be kind of nice. I don't really like Duke all that much. Get that there. Cool. I actually picked Gonzaga to win Real March Madness. They looked really good, except for that loss to St. Mary's. A lot of people have Duke, but I don't know. I could see like a North Carolina winning. I don't trust Virginia. They really seem to struggle against another 16 seed yesterday or Thursday. No, yesterday. And I think Duke might have that one bad game that knocks them out of the tournament. Though I think seeing Duke against Gonzaga in the Final Four would be really interesting because Gonzaga beat Duke earlier this year, but Zion probably wasn't Zion. So be interesting to see that. And Gonzaga only won by 2. I haven't actually checked my bracket. I'm in like a bracket pool at work, and it wasn't looking good the other day. It wasn't looking good the other day when I left, and then when I got home, I noticed that Kansas is getting pounded by Auburn. Ooh. I saw a lot of people with Duke versus North Carolina, but I had got home and realized that Wisconsin lost, and that put a big dent in it. So it's not good for me. 22-21 here. Another open 3 is good. So right as I said, boy, Georgia Tech sure looks good. I like 21. Oof. That's not good at all. What am I doing here? Oh, talking about this game. Georgia Tech looking for a shot here. I jinxed them. Nice little jumper on the 2 was no good. 21. God, I didn't even look at the scores before I started. I'd assume that this is like it's wrapping up for the day. I really like the first 4 days of March Madness, where there's just games on all the time. I saw Maryland lost on a who was it? Maryland? Maryland lost by like on a last second shot. The game got good with like 4 minutes left. Actually no, more than that. 10 minutes left. I kept thinking, oh man, don't throw it away on your opening possession. You can tie it here with a 3, cut it down to 1 with a 2. 1 score game. Duke up by 3 at half. I know that's 20 seconds late, but it's true nonetheless. 1 final shot against LSU. On a final shot. Yeah. Guess I should have stuck around. I went up to go do something else. Duke with a 2. That was a deep 2. 26-21 here. Early stages, second half. Georgia Tech. Damn it. We'll see how many times we see that tonight. So that's 1. We see it quite a bit. Nice. Pass inside, but a foul. Trying to dunk it. Can't quite get there. First free throw is good. 1 more coming up. 27-21. So Duke opens the second half on a 4-0 run. And is applying full court pressure. It's good. Gonzaga versus Florida is up next. The imaginary school. Boy, people, I've heard about the story, but I haven't talked about it. People here, because Gonzaga's from my hometown, which is where I'm streaming right now. It's my home city of Spokane, Washington. And I guess Jimmy Kimmel, I didn't watch the video. Jimmy Kimmel said that it was like some imaginary school or fake school or something like that. And a lot of people were very upset about it here in my local area. Oh, that's awesome. God, what a crushing way to lose a game. I mean, unless you're a fan of LSU. Oh, nice block. Another block. 2 blocks, 1 possession. So it's 28-22. Defensive foul. Georgia Tech will have the ball. Throw it in from the inbound. That's the second team foul on Duke. They threw it away immediately. So 6-point game. Nice defensive transition there. Another block on the inside. Oh, that's right. Georgia Tech has a player who's like 7'1" down there. Not that it really means anything, but it did on those last couple of possessions. Georgia Tech with another couple points. Closes it down to 4. So two score game here. We'll see what Georgia Tech can do on defense. No, not much, because Duke gets a friendly roll. His foot was on the line, so it only counted as a 2. So it's still technically a 2-possession game, but more realistically a 3-possession game. Nice inside pass. No go. You like to see that. A lot of teams like to see that in this tournament. Those quick inside passes. Trying to get back to the outside quickly and instead turns it over. Nice inside. Nice dunk. Back down to 4. Thunk. Oh, jeez. What the hell happened there? Okay. Second personal foul on that guy. Another block on the inside. Georgia Tech just having a block party down there. They haven't been able to really turn it into offense. Shot is short. Probably not a great shot off the front of the iron. Jeez. He's open. Oh, why'd you stop at the 3-point line? You had a free lane down inside. He didn't move. That yellow jacket is gargantuan, and he just stood at the 3-point line. I don't think you're hitting threes, my man. Or my B. Oh, shorts. No good. Another just rejection. Duke does a good job catching up and closing it down. Finally set their... Nope, just kidding. They threw it away. I didn't even get the sentence out. I was going to say they finally set...
The 3. He buries the shot. Blocked. three. He misses it.
You really need to protect the ball around these guys.
Fake. The shot from the baseline. Looks for a three-pointer. That one's off. I think they're trying to make a statement. Three to come. He misses the first. Second one, good. He buries it. Number 21 makes his first substitution.
I'll tell you what I like about him, Brad. He brings all kinds of energy to the floor.
He fires away. He swats it away from beyond the arc. It's good. You get another look at it in the lane. Tries for two. In and out. Steals the pass.
Gotta have that head up. Gotta see everybody on the floor.
Number 23 draws the personal.
Huh. Wonder how long my mic was out. Cool.
He'll visit the charity stripe.
God damn it.
He misses his first shot.
What if I wake up with someone new? Alright, so 35-35 game here. I don't think it was out for that long. So basically what happens is this count comes undone, but the light stays on for some reason, so I think it's recording when it's not. So that'll be fun in the video on demand. Cool. Nice inside pass is up and in. So 37-36, home team Tech is up. I wish they had the option to pick like a neutral court, just for fun.
He shoots from the angle.
Or just make everyone play at Gonzaga. So Duke misses that shot. We're under 2 minutes to go. It's 37-36. Very low scoring game.
Number 23.
A lot of good defensive efforts down low. Lots of blocks. But blocks that aren't really turning into any sort of offense. Nice dunk on the inside. Got behind the defense and scored 2 for his team. Georgia Tech will take a timeout here. Down 1. 1.5 minutes remaining. 1:28 to be exact. We'll see what they have. Duke working with that full court press still. Haven't seen them really do much with this because they haven't really been scoring points on the offensive end. Oh yeah, their quick pass inside. Nice. Up and in. Very nice play. So Duke will take a timeout. They only ran about 15 seconds off that clock, but when you have that kind of play wide open, why not take it? 39-38, 113. The first of 8 games. This stream is going to run late because I was running late. I can't tell if I read the movie time wrong or if I'm just crazy or if they changed it. What a big mess. Duke for 3 is good, so 41-39. How do you get through a double team on the outside? Georgia Tech has been so good about contesting those. even coming up with several rejections out at the three-point line, but can't get the one that probably mattered the most. So they go, take a timeout. They go up the court down 2, fighting through a one-on-one full court. You ran it over. I saw it happening. God damn it. That's infuriating. He stepped out of... Okay. Looked like he stepped out of bounds, but they'll get him. They'll tag him with a personal foul. Nice pick on the inbound pass. So that backcourt violation doesn't really affect him. Costs him a few seconds of time, but hopefully, ooh. Out to the 3. Oh, he had him inside there for a second. That is out of bounds, so it's still Georgia Tech ball. They have time on the clock. They have 19 seconds. They have 25. Are you kidding me?
Definitely a foul.
That's how this goes.
Number 3 picks up the foul. Duke is in the bonus. He makes the front end of the 1-and-1.
Wow. Georgia Tech is going to fall apart because they had 2 terrible turnovers at the end of the game. They'll take another timeout. 22 and a half seconds remaining. In the game, Duke might be going to the Elite 8 to face either Gonzaga or Florida. Gonzaga is going to go all the way across the country down into... Where do they play? Gainesville? Oh, big 3! Just when I had given up on the Yellow Jackets, they come back. They trade 3 for 2. So they're still down 1. Big free throw. Ooh. Duke doesn't even play here, but they have had the home friendly role all game long. Short timeout. So Georgia Tech either goes for the 2 in the tie or the 3 in the win. Please just go for the 3. Because today is running the way it's running, and they need to pass the ball up the court. Please, up the court. There you go. Give it to the guy. It's a deep 2. Good if it goes. No. Georgia Tech falls by 2. They didn't push it up the court fast enough, and Duke walks away victorious. I was getting a little worried that, of course, because today everything is running late, I would have to, of course, deal with overtime, but we don't. Duke 44, Georgia Tech 42, the winner. Of course, Duke submit the scores, and that game didn't mean anything to anyone, so we can just jump right into the next game. This gets a lot easier because I don't have to worry about updating anything. I'll update more substantially, less frequently. So next up we have, I already said it, it's Gonzaga. Gonzaga and Florida. Oops. This is a good matchup. I like this. All-American, 10 minutes, sideline cam. It's a very low-scoring game. Nice that it came down to the end. It was a very good game, even though it didn't really mean anything. It actually didn't mean anything.
All right, partner, so here's the deal. Everybody likes to see the mascots get into it a little bit. You know, a shove here, a shove there.
These games do mean something. The next game, this game, I should say, out of bounds, still Gonzaga ball. Looks like we're dealing with a blue and a slightly brighter blue. Jump shot is up and good, so Gonzaga takes a 2-point lead. This game, Gonzaga and Florida. And the next game, Texas at LSU, are very important to the whole bracket challenge aspect of the March Mascot Madness tournament. Both Gonzaga and Texas are championship winning teams. They can meet in a Final Four, which would be awesome. If they can do that, Gonzaga off to a good start, 4-0. Gonzaga's looked great all tournament long. They blew out Pittsburgh early. I forget what the score of their other game was. Well, it looks like they won by 10 over UNLV. So Gonzaga's look good, and they continue to look good here. We'll see if the time zone change affects anything. Hey you. Hi, Ashley. Thanks for stopping by. It's going well. Last game that didn't mean anything as far as the brackets were concerned. Nice dunk by Gonzaga, up 6-0. Liam and Debbie have these as championship picks. Ryan, Ashley, and myself kind of need Gonzaga to win. Need Gonzaga to lose. I personally, as a broadcaster, probably need Gonzaga to win to keep people to tune in tomorrow. So, it's going well. The first game came down to the wire. Was a 2-point contest. Duke continues to win, so we could see a Duke and Gonzaga matchup. Florida hasn't done anything in this game. And you joined at a good time because the next two games, like I was saying, the next two games mean a whole lot. Gonzaga, we've seen this before. I don't have a blowout book ready to roll. Damn it. I have like an instruction manual. Ooh. It doesn't have an instruction manual. Hang on. Might have to get creative. As I say that, the University of Florida hits a 3, so it's 8-3. We can read the 13 instruction manual. Game. Okay. Second sight, time splitters. You can read some instruction manuals and learn about some games that may feature on the stream in the future. 8-3, so 5-point lead for Gonzaga. Oh, big 3, 6-0 run for the Florida Gators. May have counted them out too soon. I probably counted them out too soon. How's it going for you? Just as a heads up / guesstimate. Let's see. So that's 1, 2.5. Ohio's probably not going to play till like 10. Just depending on how things go. We almost had overtime in the first game. Georgia Tech had a shot to either win it with a 3 or tie it with a 2. And they went for the 2 and missed. Probably, thankfully, because of course that would be the game that goes into overtime, is the one that doesn't mean anything as far as the brackets are concerned. So Florida scores, what, they score by 3s or nothing. That is okay. Out of bounds. That quick pass in could benefit Alfie, maybe. Ooh, foul. If that other Florida Gator cut inside, could have had a quick pass and a nice layup. But both free throws are good, so it's an 8-8 game. .627 left. So this is a game of 8-0 runs. Gonzaga scored 8-0. And then Florida has scored 8 of their own. That was a very generous rejection by the game. Nice rejection there. Gets him out on the run. Oh, nice defensive positioning. She causes him to change his shot just enough. And it's off the front iron and no good. Gonzaga looked great early. But they've given up 10 straight to Florida to be down 2. Gonzaga's going to have to take a timeout after that massive run by Florida. 2 threes, 2 free throws, and 1 inside basket. Has given the Gators their first lead of the game. Just over 4 minutes gone in the first half. They switched to a full court press. I don't know if they were doing that earlier. It's been a while since Gonzaga has scored. They're working him around, looking for that open 3. Up and good. So 11-10, Gonzaga back on top. If Gonzaga wins, they will be the home team in the Elite 8. It'll be the first time that they'll be the home team so far in this tournament. They've had to travel a lot, but it's okay. They're mascots, so it doesn't really affect them. You can't walk back across. That's like 4. I said earlier that I was going to keep track and keep count. I haven't kept count. I counted 1. I counted one and then realized that I hadn't really been watching the game all that much because I was talking about other things. Nothing terribly interesting. I got yelled at by some guy in a car today. That was cool. Yeah, actually, it wasn't cool. It was really annoying. It scared me. He yelled, "Go Zags!" And I was like, "Ooh!" And then, you know.
Nice job getting into the lane to deny the pass. There's the screen up.
So here we go. Nice pass inside. Friendly roll off the front iron is good as the shot clock was winding down. So it's 12-11. Full court press still in effect.
Trying to go inside.
Where it benefits the Gators. They cause a turnover and the Bulldogs are on defense. Open three is no good. Defensive rebound by the Zags. And a defensive foul. Okay. I didn't see it, but it's also kind of a mess. Oh, you can't throw across the court like that. You know that. We know that as the viewers. You can't do that. Come on. Oh, nice rejection on the perimeter. But even... Oh my God. You just want to see him pass it out a little bit more frequently. They're into double teams, and they're like, I'm gonna get it. This was for you, Mom. And then some guy comes in and bats it right back down into his face. Nice inside pass. Just barely. Boy, the animations like really linger once the Gator went to like try it and it really took over. A little bit of a scoring lull here. Ooh, got him up. Nice pass inside. No good, but a defensive foul will send him to the line for 2. 13-11. How's it going for you, Ashley? Second shot is good. So it's a 3-point lead for Florida. So it's now a 14-3 run. After Gonzaga got out to a huge lead and I was looking for instruction manuals to read for the blowout book. Sorry, Gators. I apologize for doubting you. Jump shot is up and good. So 14-13. We'll see. The previous game turned into a defensive struggle in the second half. We'll see what happens with this. This one has turned into a bit of a defensive bout itself. The last game's score was 44-42. Still working with that one player full court press. Gonzaga brings back a guy to take the ball away. Inside pass to the center. Trying to work around. Kind of just walking. Okay. There's a 3 that's short. Offensive rebound is up and good. So cut it down to 1. Nice dunk. 16-15. Big game. Oh, we're giving up a wide open 3 though. That's the favorite spot. Florida back up to 4. Might not even be back up to. Might just be up to 4, which would be their largest lead of the game. But it's short-lived. Gonzaga. Nice 3. The lead is now back down to 1. 19-18. Gonzaga goes on a 5-0 run. We get our 23-19 game. Up, out of bounds. Gonzaga ball. So a nice defensive possession. And the Zags will fight through the full court press. See what they have on the offensive side. They can retake the lead here. First time in a while, but they're back up 20-19. One more three and we get our magical score. One more three by Gonzaga, just to clarify. We'll see what... I think it's Alfred. Alfred the alligator. Oh, tip back in. No good. I shouldn't say tip back in. It was tipped. Or the put back. I don't know. Put back. Put back in, like... I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Two is up and no good. Short. So Gonzaga should get one more shot with the ball in here. There's about a 16 second shot clock difference. Or difference between the shot clock and game clock. Man, hang on, hold on. Let's get fueled up. Ow. Pardon me. Big three, no good. All right, here we go. 21 seconds, plenty of time for Gonzaga to work it around and get a nice 3-point shot. Or a quick inside pass. That'll work too. So it's 22-19. So close. But I doubt we'll see it. That's what... that's what Georgia Tech needed last time, but they worked too far up the side. Oh, nice block. Oh, man. Georgia Tech threw it too short, and Duke was able to get enough defense on it. So when he was running up the court, the time ticked off, and by the time they got past half court, it was too little too late to run like a set play or anything. He had a decent look at it, but missed. It was like the longest possible two you could have, because he was about half a step inside. Florida crushes my dreams and scores a 2. So it's 22-21. They get the opening score of the second half. In kind of a low-scoring first half. The other game was 24-21. And if I had told you that there had been some big runs, you might anticipate or guess that they would have a larger score, but they don't. Don't know where I'm going with that. Apparently, I'm very tired. It is 8:23. 3 more hours of this. 3.5 game. So it's 23-22. Gonzaga down 1. Looked like a blowout early, but Florida made a great comeback. And now I don't have to read from an instruction manual, so that's good. I should have, dang it, I forgot. I was even like downtown. I should have gone down like early. I could have done that. I should have used the time that I was down there before the movie instead of eating a hamburger. I should have gone to Auntie's and bought a book. Just a random book. And then not even read from the front of it, just like picked a random chapter. Pick one of the team scores or something. Combine points and just start on page like... This game would have been what? 20... Was it 22-19? So that'd be 43. Like, oh, we're going to start... Or 41. We're going to start reading from page 41. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Appreciate it much. Greatly. Oh, 26-23. Gonzaga up 3. 7:44 remaining. Shot hasn't hit the rim yet. It was tipped away by Florida. Looks like we have it kind of... Oh, there we go. Nice inside move. It's going to be a defensive foul. Hope things are going well over there. I'm sure it is a bit loud and hectic, though. 27-23. That flash to white is going to get really annoying as the night goes on and I get more tired. It's already kind of bothering me. Doom, doom, doom. Your chat name is purple, by the way, on my end. It could be different on yours, but it's purple on my end. Oh, out of bounds. Gonzaga ball up 5. We'll see what they can do with it. It's at this point where I would start to wonder if Florida like maybe used a little too much energy trying to come all the way back and take the lead, and they hit their rhythm, and just how much is left in the tank. But then I look at the time and I'm like, there's 7 minutes left. Like, they can't let this get too out of hand. They've shown, oh wow, and one. They've shown that they can make a comeback. They've shown that even down 8, they're not out of the game. Just do they have another run like that in them? That's the question. Because we haven't seen Gonzaga really need to make much of a run. Even when they gave up a 10, 12 point run to Florida in this game, they were still only down 3 or 5, you know. Nice inside pass, quick moves. That's been tremendously effective in this tournament as a whole. So 32-26. Working our way through the second half here. Very important game. Gonzaga, a title winner prediction, I should say. Works their way inside. Friendly little bounce. It goes in. Kind of like this Florida court here. A lot of color going on. And I like that it's mirrored on the side. So like that part that they're in, orange on this end of the court, blue on the other end. Very cool. I was curious. I was going to compliment the court, or comment on the court, and say that I liked it, but I was like, hold on. If it has this extra little feature, primo court. Florida, big three. As soon as I start kind of counting them out, they make a nice little run there, and it's 32-31. Gonzaga seems to be struggling a little bit more in this game. They've had some good stretches, but they've also had some points where they can't really keep the momentum going, and they let their opponent back in the game. So it's a 1-point game. Shot clock winding down. Looks like it got a little locked up there. Threw it away. 8 turnovers for Gonzaga. And the Alligators going to dunk it for the lead, 33-32. So all of a sudden, what is that, a 7-0 run at least for the Florida Gators? Maybe 9-0. Now that Gonzaga was up 10. Gonzaga's largest lead of the game is 8. Florida's largest lead is, I believe, 4. And that was when it was like 19 to 13 or 19 to 15. So Florida has the ball. Is that an offensive? That is an offensive foul. Got a shoulder right in there. So a 1-point Florida lead. Gonzaga working their way down the court. We're under 5 to go here. Wrapping them around. Looked like they were trying to get something in the corner. He didn't take the 3 like you thought he would. It's typically what they run is to try and get the guy free in that area. And a quick shot. He just walked out of bounds. He had the ball and he said, I don't want this. Florida, you go play Duke. You play the Blue Devils in the Elite 8 tomorrow, right here. This will be the first game, by the way. Winner of this and Duke, game number 1. We're wrapping it up tomorrow. I'm very excited. And I will also miss it. And I am very excited to do it again. I have some newer copies of games. Try and figure that out. See if we can get some new mascots in. So the cool thing about March Madness is like a bunch of smaller schools play that usually get beaten up by higher seed teams, and it's whatever. There a lot of 15 and 16 seeds are automatic qualifiers that are very small schools, but sometimes it reminds you that there are really cool mascots that aren't in this game. And even though they're not playing in March Madness, there's another tournament, the NIT tournament, which is like the second tier. So you see a lot of teams that were kind of on the bubble for the big dance. They are in there and they're high seeds. I was reminded of the Campbell Fighting Camels, and I used to use them a lot in ESPN College Hoops 2K5, which is a game that we had or that was around in like our group of friends, for the PlayStation 2, as Gonzaga's down 3, and they were always they were a very low seed. I think they were like a 15 or a 16 maybe, and we would always have like 1 minute halves, and we do the tournament, and we'd almost always be out in the first round. But it was cool to be reminded of that. Another team, UC Irvine, has a mascot that's an anteater. And while I don't think either of these schools would be in contention with... Oh man, Gonzaga's falling apart here. In contention to like have their mascot in the game, like how cool would that be? I would happily sub out the Duke Blue Devils for the UC Irvine Anteaters. That'd be cool. The anteater mascot is really weird looking. Plus, then you take into account that this is like an old game, so it doesn't look very good. So then you have the Ohio Bobcat. And it's a win-win for everyone. Speaking of a win-win, some guy passed it to a guy and then he dunked it. And then it's a 3-point lead. He tried to high-five his buddy. That was weird. He was trying to, it looked like he was, oh, nice. Rejection on the outside. Gives the opens up to a fast break. Layup is up and good. 39-38. Ooh. Under 2 to go. 1:43 to be exact. Very exciting. I saw today they showed the initial teaser. You can't give up an open 3 like that. There was no guy within 15 feet of him. Gonzaga. You can't fall apart here. I kind of need you in the next round. Other people need you to lose. There you go. Nice inside pass. They showed the Aladdin teaser trailer at Shazam today. I am so excited for that movie. I love Aladdin so much. And Will Smith is such a good casting choice. Oh, Gonzaga. What are you doing? Their mascot looks fine, except for that stupid collar. Looks really dumb. They're having success on the inside. Pass back out. Ooh, that's a foul. It's gonna be should be 3 shots at the line. First one is good. Second one is good. You can tell it's a 3-shot foul because the camera hasn't changed to this typical. That one. Typical play camera. So 44, 43, 50 seconds left. Gonzaga has no need to foul. Plenty of time. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Even more perfect. Getting fouled. Looking for the tie. Tie, maybe the lead. First things first, though. First free throw is good. We're all knotted up at 44 with 44 seconds left. Saw a pretty incredible tweet related to sports and the movie Us today. That was very funny. 45-44 Gonzaga. In the toughest matchup they've had. The most inconsistent they've looked throughout this whole tournament. Up 1. Out of bounds. Okay, so it was a block. He has 6 of them. I think that's Roni Turioff. I think, but I'm not sure. Out of bounds. Fadeaway is up and good. Nice little rainbow jumper there. Gonzaga will take a timeout. 28 seconds left. Should they so choose, they can hold for the final shot and go for the win. They probably won't. Florida working with that full court defense. Well, it worked for the Gators. They picked off the pass, and Gonzaga's going to have to start fouling now because they're under 35 seconds. There's a 5-second differential between the shot clock now and the shot clock when this game was made. They've cut it down to 30, which is nice. I don't watch enough college basketball to like fully comprehend it, but Like, I can tell you that the single greatest rule change the NBA ever had was only giving teams 2 timeouts inside 2 minutes. All right, Gonzaga needs a 3 to tie. They have enough time. They can run a play here if they want. And try and run it inside. Try and get around him. Back out for 3. They're going to have to go. They're going to have to take the 3 for the tie. It's up. It's no good. Gonzaga's down. They're done. Gonzaga's out. That's it. 48-45. I kind of can't believe they lost. I'm a little bit bummed because now the first game tomorrow doesn't mean anything. So 45-48. I was also kind of excited to have a game actually take place in Spokane. Florida wins. Texas LSU is next. Damn. I probably gave the Zags a little bit too much credit and somehow didn't give the Gators enough credit. When Gonzaga went on that 8-0 run, I was very worried that it was going to be a blowout. I'm glad that it's not, because that's not what I want. Good games are way more interesting than bad games. But I thought Gonzaga would hang on to win. So next we have Texas and the LSU Tigers. This game also important. Texas is a championship winner pick. So this is where it gets interesting. Ashley has the most possible points, or score potential. She has the highest score potential. This is, oh boy. They look very, just like at a naked eye glance, it's orange wearing white. So, we'll hit refresh. We'll get you set here for this next game of action. Liam has a score potential of 39, and I'm not really sure why. Does he still have? You still have a team in? What? What am I looking at here? Oh, I didn't even realize. Okay, the next game actually means something too, and I totally missed it. So that was, okay. At the start of the stream, at the start of the March Madness talk, nice inside pass, 2-2. I noted that Ohio, Alabama, Texas, and Gonzaga were the 4 most important teams left. There was one that I missed. Iowa State. Liam needs Iowa State to win and everyone else to lose, and he'll walk away with a victory. And by everyone else, I mean Texas, Alabama, and that one team, Ohio. Ashley still with the highest potential score at 105. So, just an overall update. Alex is out. She's been out for a little while. Debbie is now done, thanks to Gonzaga. I still have a slim, very, very, very slim chance. It looks like you lose a lot of points if your champion goes out, because Liam's score potential went down by like 40 or 50. So I have a slim chance. I need Alabama to make it all the way to the championship round and have some teams lose in this round right now. So mine's probably the least likely to take place. Ryan, Ashley, and Liam are all kind of fighting for that first place portion right now, but Liam's took a severe hit with Gonzaga losing. Yeah, I wouldn't want to break it down to her at all. Maybe just wait. I know you work early, so just wake her up in the morning and just say, you're not going to win the Mascot tournament. on twitch.tv/Sean_Rex. Okay, go bye. I gotta go to work. All right, 6-4. He just wandered out of bounds. I want the ball. I'm good. Man, I went to the movie today, so I went to see Shazam, early access screening of Shazam. The guy next to me had popcorn, and it smelled so frickin' good. But there were a bunch of people down there, and I was all the way in the theater up on the top floor. So I sure wasn't going down there. And then I cracked open this Game Fuel. This may be my second Game Fuel of the afternoon. I cracked that open and immediately eliminated the popcorn smell because I kind of forget how pungent those are. The Game Fuels are. They're so good, though. So good. Gotta stay awake. Gotta stay alert. Nice inside pass. 8-7. Close game so far. Have we been to Texas?
Defender anticipated nicely there. And they'll take the long three. No good from the field. Too much contact.
Let's see. Texas. No, Texas is played away. And they will play away until the Final Four. Should they make it there. First, they have to get past LSU. LSU with the ball down 1. 6:21 remaining here first half. Sad to see Gonzaga go.
Looks at the three. He gets it to fall.
Doom, 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 doom. Now I have Arabian Nights stuck in my head. Arabian Days and Arabian. God, I'm so excited for Aladdin. A lot of people were like kind of shitting on the trailer, but I've been all about it for a while now. I'll be on that hype train. A nice block on the inside. 3 of them already for center number 33. Oh boy, that's a lot of threes. Under 6 to go. LSU with the lead by 2. 10-8. Nice rejection on the other end. Paying it back. 10-10. Nice. Tied it up on a nice inside shot. And then tomorrow's stream will be normal time at 4. We'll complete all of this. And then, let's see. Yoshi and then a bunch of Walking Dead. Good stuff. Lots of good stuff coming up. I'm very excited about it. I think I've mentioned it before, but I've been writing a ton of... Oh, nice dunk. 5 and 5, by the way, blocks versus blocks. We're writing a bunch of ideas down in a notebook of games that I want to do on stream. Some cool stuff this summer hits like 15 years. Including the greatest movie of all time, Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah. I think Shaun of the Dead crosses 10 years here soon. Or 15 years, excuse me, here soon. As far as the United States release is concerned. A lot of defensive steals here. All knotted up at 12. Defensive foul, Texas ball. It sucks that your mom's bracket went down in 3 games. She's had 3 games that matter in the last 2 streams or so. And they have all been losses. So she'll finish in 5th. LSU drawing the foul, going to the line for 2. I'm glad that now is when everything decided to start bothering me. 14-13, Texas lead. LSU looking for the tie, no good. Defensive rebound and a timeout, Texas. With 4:12 remaining. Not really sure why they took a timeout, but I guess they felt like they needed it. This is game number 3. Inside pass. I think it's Bevo? Bevo? B-E-A-V-O? B-E-V-O? Bevo? Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. It's, there was, like, kind of a freaky... They, like, have, like, a real longhorn. Texas does. Like, a real-life longhorn. And it was guarded by, like, security fence that you see at the fair, which is to say very flimsy, and do you really expect that to keep a Longhorn figure like contained? There's a difference between, hey, Georgia is a bulldog. We have a bulldog hanging out on the sideline. Okay, that's a very small animal. Not, I don't know how big Longhorns are. Colorado has like a real buffalo. It's like, geez Louise, people. Doesn't make any sense. Like, could you imagine, what if the Cougars brought out a real cougar? You know? You're just asking for problems. Big 3, 21-13 all of a sudden. I'm talking about real life mascots, and meanwhile, Texas is shredding the net. And they might be cutting them down in the Elite 8. They don't cut them down in the Elite 8, they cut them down in the Final 4 and the... Maybe they do cut them down in the Elite 8. Championship for sure. Bunch of people cut down. They always have the net. They have like a big ladder they bring out, and people climb up and take a piece of the net with them. Up and in. So 21-18. All of a sudden, nice comeback there by the LSU Tigers. So a 3-point game here. 2:43 left first half. 21-18. 21-18. The 2 makes it. Oh, dang it. All right. LSU needs to get fouled and only make 1 or 2 shots. Back outside. Up the 3 is short. Tip in. Good. So 21-20. No 23-19 game this time around either. So 0 for 3 today. My right nostril, my left ear, my right eye. It's all bugging me. I sounded like an NPC that broke because I said that exact. It's all like. Oh, I said that very weirdly. Up and no good. Blocked on the other end, so still 21-20. Texas over LSU. Texas plays the winner of the next game, which has Iowa State in it, I believe. Maryland, Iowa State. Maryland in real life lost today on a final shot to LSU. So we could actually get a real life matchup in this game. Three-point lead for Texas. 1:27 remaining. Working it inside. Now let's you back out. Going for the 2 for the 1-point lead, but instead it's rejected on the inside. Texas runs the floor. Holds out for a half-court offensive set. Quick passes inside are up and no good. Nice defense by LSU to force an alteration to the shot, which made it no good. We approach the 1 minute remaining. Oh, that was a silly idea, LSU mascot. That was clearly like 6 inches shorter than the other mascot. You got an open guy in the corner. Instead, you'll take the contested 2. It is good, though. So back up to a 5-point lead for Texas. 25-20. Texas will get at least one more shot on... Oh. Now they have to take a shot before... They can't hold for the last shot. There's a... 2-second differential. Doesn't matter. It almost never does. Every time I say that all the time, like it's going to matter, it never does. So Texas with a big corner 3 extends the lead to 8. LSU, couple quick passes inside. Gets contested and rejected. It's going to go out of bounds though. LSU ball. 17.1 seconds, so plenty of time to work around for a good shot. That was a nice little hook. LSU. Speaking of hook. No? You're going to... Okay, they held for the final shot, and it benefited them greatly. Traded 2-pointers there at the end. It is an 8-point game in favor of the Texas Longhorns. So while one champion fell, another looks good with an 8-point lead at the half. And one more block. Why not? Number 33. He has 7 through half and 13 seconds. But LSU will give it right back. And by give it right back, they'll block it right back. And run the floor for 2 points. 30-24. Texas, nice pass inside. What the hell is happening? It's been a friendly spot all tournament long, but not today. Or this particular shot. It's been friendly today in certain chunks of the game. Stepped inside, defensive foul. LSU ball. Oh, jeez. That was a wild shot. They are very lucky it went down. But hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck on your side. 30-27, LSU picked it off immediately. There they go. That's inside for 2, no good. 30-27. Texas nursing a 3-point lead here. They've been outscored 5-0 in this half. Just kidding, 5-3. Oh, there you go. Pass inside is going to lead to a defensive foul. LSU will go to the line 4-2. First shot is good. And the second shot, short. Texas with the rebound, so it's still a 5-point game. 2-possession game. Would have been a 2-possession game either way. Now that I think about it a little bit. Oh, 33-28. LSU's playing some good defense here, and they've allowed themselves to stay in the game, or get themselves back into the game. Not that they were ever really out of it at 8 points, but they have made some nice adjustments to cut the lead down to 2. And Texas seems to be struggling with this full court press. Leads to another turnover. That's the second turnover it's led to in this half. So the ball has been on the LSU end of the floor quite a bit this half. And there's a nice pass in there. Off the glass and good, so we're all knotted up at 33. LSU, I think it's 11-3 this half. Texas working them around. They were good from that spot last time. They're short this time. Defensive rebound gives LSU a shot at the lead. We see another champion pick kind of struggling here in the second half. Back out for 3. Rejected in the corner. That's the 11th Texas block this in the game. Up, no good. So short on the shot. Still tied. 33 all, 3 minutes into the second half. LSU going for the steal, missed, which left the shooter a good look at a 3, and it's golden, so 36-33. See how LSU chooses to respond on the offensive end. Up and in, so 36-35. LSU looks like they're backing off that full court press, which is surprising considering it led to 2 turnovers early in this half. Didn't actually really matter. That's the 3rd Texas turnover in the second half. It gives LSU a shot at the lead again. LSU playing great defense. A nice dunk inside. And the turnover leads to 2 more points. And leads to an LSU lead. So Tigers up 1, 37-36. 6:09 here. Nice inside pass. Oh, kind of a wily shot. It worked for the Tigers on their end, but the Longhorns not so lucky. They'll go to the line for 2. First shot up and good, so 37 all. Second shot up and good, 38-37. 1 point game. Up and oh, nice over that shoulder. Over, what's that, his left shoulder? He had his right arm up, going for that shot block, but it got popped over this way. It goes down. Texas almost turns the ball over. A lot of players out at the perimeter, no one really down low. Tipped away yet again. Texas still trying to... It's a weird play, really weird offensive set for Texas. He never passed the ball. There were a couple opportunities he had where the player was open, but he just didn't. This guy's just walking around. Uh-oh, he's going to walk out of bounds. What's happening? His animation got broken there for a second. Tipped away by Texas that time. Up over 3 defenders. And it's down and good for 2. So 41-40. Back and forth we go. Like Texas, and there you go, trying to free up the guy for an open 3. Nice close, defensive close by the Tigers. And good defense on the Longhorns' part to slow the LSU fast break down. I don't know why I can never think of the word fast break. Or term fast break. LSU turns their defense into offense. Number 2 has 16 points and has helped his team to a 3-point lead. Looks like they're running them. The shot is up. It's no good. Offensive rebound is good, though. Nice dunk. That shot looked off from the start. 43-42. Might have our highest scoring game of the night here so far. And we will, considering that the previous high scoring game was 44-42. Oh, just kidding. The other game was... Man, okay. Just ignore that previous sentence. 46-42. The other game was 46-43. And I totally forgot. I was more focused on recapping the stats, considering that Gonzaga lost. Texas short on the shot. Going to go up again, get fouled. Longhorns on the line for 2. 3:33 remaining in the second half. Oh, short on the free throw. Can't have that if you're the Longhorns. Obviously, you have plenty of time, but you got to get the points when you can. It's like Texas is going to employ their own sort of full court press, or at least trying to make it a little more difficult for the Tigers to get up the floor. We haven't seen, while we've seen a lot of backcourt violations, we haven't seen a, what the hell would it even be called? They have 10 seconds to get past half court. And I can't think of what it would be called. The too slowness. I don't know. LSU got fouled and they made both of their free throws. They've gone back to their own full court press, which is probably a good move on their part. They've caused a lot of Texas turnovers that way. And that sounds like a item on like a breakfast menu. A Texas turnover. That's hash browns and potatoes. They're shaped just like the state of Texas. Everything better and bigger and better in Texas. Oh, a big mess. Is that another foul? The Longhorns are falling apart. They're down 7. Down 8. 51-43. The Longhorns. Their biggest deficit of the game. LSU's kind of is putting it to them. They're sticking with that full court press. Big three for Texas. Good if it goes. That's great. I don't know. I said good as it go. Good if it goes. Like there was time running out or something. Of course, points are good if it goes. 51-46. I bet if I listened to myself commentate games, I would hate it. Texas gives up too easy of an inside bucket to the Tigers. They are trading threes for twos, though. Instead of an 8-point game, it's a 7-point game. Quick passes inside, a nice layup. Makes it a 5-point game, 53-48. Not been good. Crack those knuckles. We approach the 2-minute warning. Another inside, easy. Texas had a shot at the D. They had like 3 shots at the defensive rebound. What are you doing, guys? They finally, LSU does, get it up and in. So it's 55-48. It's a 7-point game. Texas needs to get their defense. Going. Oh, they can't get the friendly roll. That looked like it was maybe going to teeter in that way. Yeah, that way. But they can't get it. Double team on the outside. Inside is behind the defense. Double team. Back outside. LSU doesn't need to shoot it. They're just kind of running some time off the clock. We may have another champion fall. Texas working their way back down the court. Oh, pull-up jumper is good. 5-point game, 110. Texas probably doesn't really need to foul. Oh, that was close. Took about 8 seconds for them to get up the court. Tipped away. You can play good defense. They're getting... Oh, there you go. Nicely done, Texas. The Longhorns. For 3. He's been good. He can't get the friendly rolls. Oh, they're going to have to start fouling and trading 3s for 2s. He hit a big one from that spot earlier, and he's missed his last 2. 2 that looked like they were going to maybe bounce around and go down. But unfortunately, crap. Texas is down 7 with 43.9 to go. And if we know anything about this game, they're not going to run they're not even going to going to run the ball up the court all that quick. All right. You got to do something. You were wasting all the time. They can't even get that to go in. They can't get that to go in either. It was a clean block. The hook shot is up. That's no good. That's finally good. They had, 5 shots at it, and they still can't get it to go down? They can't trade 2s for 2s. That took entirely too much time. They had 44 seconds and left with 22. The first free throw's no good, but they gave up the offensive rebound and they end up fouling, and it's going to be a 3-point play. That's... wow. Texas fell apart on the glass. It's still a 7-point game. It's just not enough time in this game right now. And by this game, I mean this specific NCAA March Madness 2005. Cuts it down to 5. That doesn't do them a whole lot of good. They had exactly what they wanted. Looks like they're going to just call it good. Texas goes down. So 2 champions lose. Oh, they fouled them right at the end. 0.7 seconds left. Okay. I don't know why they didn't foul him sooner. 54-60. We've seen 2 champions go down. Didn't even get the shot off. Wasn't good anyway, but Texas with a score of 54. LSU with a score of 60. LSU wins, and I think that just about dooms Ryan. The next game is Maryland at Iowa State. This game actually does mean something, though it doesn't mean a ton. It's a Final Four contender for Liam. So he needs it, but actually he really needs it. He is still in the lead. Man. We do get to watch this turtle go. Iowa State? Okay. Iowa and Iowa State both played. So we could actually get that real life matchup I was talking about. All-American, 10 minutes, sideline cam. And really quickly, we'll update you on the standings. F5. Another bracket is dead. Ryan's bracket is all gone thanks to Texas's loss. They really fell apart within the last 4 minutes of that game. So currently, Ashley in first place. How? Did you have Texas? No, you had LSU. Oh, wow. Okay, did not realize. Jeez, I didn't look at it closely enough. Ashley, you've taken the lead because of LSU's victory. I didn't even know that. Maryland with a quick 3. Iowa State responds with a 2. So now Liam needs this game even more. He's been in the lead the whole time. He has points because he needs Iowa State to win this game. He can retake the lead should they win. Did not realize you had LSU going that far. So Ashley, you're up now in first place. Iowa State might have something to say about that with a score. 3-pointer. Iowa State 5, Maryland 3. So Ashley with a score of 29, Liam 27, Ryan 25. His bracket is done. Sean score of 24, potential of 52. Mine is still alive. I need Alabama to go far. But I am getting the help I need. Debbie with 21, her bracket is done, and Alex with 19, and her bracket is done as well. So a little bit of a change in the standings as Ashley takes the lead. And that bottom half might come back to bite Liam in the butt. He had that really rough third day of the round of 64, the first round, and oof. But he does still have Iowa State. However, Ohio may be able to put Ashley back in the lead for good. All right, where are we in this game? We have about 8 minutes left. Iowa State is leading 8-5. Nice inside pass, and they're going to get fouled on the inside. Nice defensive collapse to cause to at least cause a contested shot and make him earn it at the line. Sometimes those kinds of fouls are good. Might be a little early in the game for that kind of foul, but that's all right. 8-6. Maryland only hit one of the 2 shots. They'll employ a full court press. Winner plays. Yeah, woohoo! Congratulations. Winner plays LSU in the Elite 8 tomorrow. That'll be our second game. Second game of 8. Maryland, kind of a wily shot there. Lucky that he didn't draw get called for a charge. The Iowa State player went down, but the refs let him play. 8-8. Under 8 to go. Early stages is the 4th game of the night. Just after 9 o'clock here on the West Coast. Inside pass. Nice shot by the Cyclones. If I had to pick, I would like to see the Terrapins move on. The Turtles a lot more pleasurable to look at than the, or enjoyable to look at than the Cyclone. Both of the Iowa mascots are bad. Iowa Hawkeyes and the Iowa State Cyclones are both not good. The Terrapin, though, it's a good-looking turtle. Turtles and Tigers, or Cyclones and Tigers. Open three, up, no good. Couldn't quite get the tip in. The offensive rebound is missed because he missed the tip in, or the dunk shot. Terrapins with another Wiley shot. They're going to the line for an and one opportunity, it looks like. No, it looked like he just kind of barreled over the player. We call it in favor of the Maryland Terrapins, who take a 3-point lead here. Open three is no good. It's the second time Iowa State's run that play. He's got decent looks at the basket both times, but not able to put one down. Shot up and good that time around. Maryland now on a 10-2 scoring run. Wow. What? Oh, never mind. It was 9-5. I read that backwards. I was like, there's no way that the team was up 15-0. I didn't notice. It's 8-5. 8-5. Now 15-10. Shot is up and no good. Had success on the inside, Maryland has. There's the three that they've been looking for. Iowa State finally working it around and getting one to go down. 15-13. 2-point Maryland lead. Shots up and just off the front of the iron, no good. The offensive rebound is also no good. Turtles can't get anything to go down. They're running them again. Looking for that three for the lead. They got it. Nice shot from the wing there. And it's a 1-point Iowa State lead. Iowa State, Liam's last chance to take or to get more points. It's up and good. Maryland retakes the lead. I'm glad that more of these games than I thought are able to affect the standings and the bracket outcomes. I think 5 out of 8 is a good percentage. I mean, 4 out of 8 at this stage in the game is pretty good. Having 5 games means something. It's a big thumbs up. Iowa State turning defense into offense. And dropping them in for 2, so it's 18-17. Cyclones up. Maryland jumped into the guy, fell down. A whole rigmarole of things happened there. Looks like he's up and back with his team though. That dunk knocked the wind out of me. I had to yawn. 3-point lead Iowa State. Hook shot is up and good, so Maryland, even though they're down 1, has 1 extra field goal on top of Iowa State. Quick inside pass is up and good. And it's 22-19. Iowa State needs to get fouled and score 1 for the 23-19 game. Oh, you got a guy wide open. Oh, he stepped up for 2. He breaks the possibility of a 23-19 game. It's all over. Hopes and dreams are all gone for that. 0 for 4. Another one of those crazy shots in the process of getting fouled. A front end is no good. 1 for 2 makes it 23-21. So we had half of what we needed. We needed Iowa State to get fouled and go 1 for 2 from the line. Or at least stay at 23 long enough to celebrate it. But Maryland couldn't score any points, and they didn't do that part. Now they're down 2. Nice rejection in the corner. Tipped away Maryland ball still. Wasn't sure exactly who that went off of, but... Terrapins, they get the friendly roll. Boy, Texas needed that in the last game. Just one of those threes goes down. Could be looking at a whole different outcome. I mean, could be. Oh, nice. Nice rebound by the Terrapins. I know that's like a very hypothetical thing to say, but if one of those threes goes down and they get that rebound on the missed free throw, Maryland short on the 3, so it remains tied at 23. We approach the 2-minute warning in the first half. Are you tired already? Yeah, I am tired. Very tired. So not a lot of offense going on here. 23-23 still. Granted, it's only been about 15 seconds. Again, lucky that a charge wasn't called and the ball kind of just went to that guy in the corner because he didn't move. He just hung out. Oh, 3-point foul. Fouled beyond the arc. First one's no good, though. Next 2 free throws can tie it. First one's good. Or, I'm sorry, second one's good. Mm-hmm. 25-25. Oh, back outside. Iowa State looking for the lead. They got those 2 free throws they needed. Or they got the other one that they needed while I was taking a drink. They had the guy open for 3. He didn't take it. He stepped up, took a 2. That's still good. 27-25. So Maryland down 2, throws it away. Oh no. Little run here for Iowa State. Gives them a 2-point lead, 4-0 run. Not that that's like terribly important, but that 3 could be. No, it's no good. Plenty of time for Maryland. There is about a 3-second differential between the shot and game clock. It doesn't matter. We keep pointing it out, but it never matters. And then I point out that it doesn't matter. And now I'm pointing out that it doesn't matter. And I'm electing to not go further with that terrible joke. Inside pass, Iowa State with a nice one-handed jam, and that'll give them a 4-point lead at 29-25. See what the Terrapins do this time around. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds. Quick passes inside. Ooh, affected the shot. The offensive rebound goes up, and it is a foul. So nice defense by the Cyclones there early to affect the shot, not cause a foul. But a good offensive rebound puts them on the line for 2. 29-26, 7.7 remaining. Maryland bringing up a couple of players, throwing it deep. Iowa State is. Clock's going down. Nice little shot there, so didn't really mean all that much in the grand scheme of things. They traded 2s at the end of the half, just like Texas and LSU did. What a steal right off the inbound. It goes immediately to a foul. And he might not have actually been fouled if he'd just gone up for the dunk. But he tried to do that like fancy little layup thing. Front end's no good, so Iowa State may be the beneficiary of someone trying to get too fancy. Fancy turtles. So 4 seconds in, we've already had a steal and a foul, a missed free throw. And we're down to a 3-point lead. Iowa State's trying to do those long passes. We've seen some teams try that. It has been probably 50-50 on effectiveness. versus causing turnovers, but so far it's been effective. We'll see if Maryland elects to stop doing that because they gave up a very quick shot on the other end of the floor. Maryland misses that shot. Iowa State up 5. Tipped away by the Terrapins. Out of bounds Iowa State ball. Iowa State didn't touch it. And that's going to be a foul on the inside. Oh, no, out of bounds. My apologies. (33-28). Iowa State looking to put Liam back in the lead, short on that 3. Maryland looking to end his bracket. They actually probably don't care at all. They're mascots in a video game from 15 years ago. But it's more fun if they care or don't care. Back outside. Looks like I may not lose $10 after all. Weird little jump shot. Thanks to the graphical oddness of this game. Iowa State up 3. Works it quickly inside. Clean block. Kind of surprising. Used to fouls being called there. Nice inside pass. Short. Good defense by Iowa State, maintaining that 3-point lead. Game number 4 here. Maryland looking to run it out. Good recovery defense by the Cyclones. Passes back outside. Steps up and takes a nice little 2 for a shot there. Closes the lead down to 1. Shots up and good. So Iowa State back up to a 3-point lead. Maryland's had some success on the defensive end, but they haven't been able to translate that into offense consistently. Iowa State looked like they were going to show a full court press, but backed out of it pretty quickly. So still 3 points. Mainly because Maryland hasn't taken a shot. That block is not helping. Iowa State reach-in foul is called. So the first team foul, the second half for the Terrapins. Nice rejection. Fast break. Iowa State gets in front of it. Had an opportunity. Okay, had a couple different opportunities right there. And it ends up in a turnover. So they had 2 opportunities. They had a wide open 3-point attempt. And they had a guy cut into the basket that was 1 bounce pass away from making it a 1-score game. Nice deflection on the other end of the floor. Not really getting out and running. Shot is up and just off. Maryland settling for jump shots. Probably could have held on to that ball just a little bit longer. Iowa State, on the other hand, with a quick pass inside, lead back out to 5. 37-32. Maryland playing for away from home for the first time in this tournament. Stripped away, dove out of bounds. It's Maryland ball. And that's the first time we've seen that animation bite someone. We saw it earlier actually result in a positive play. And those are exceedingly rare in this game. For that big dive animation, he's trying to dive out of bounds and turn over and throw it back, and actually pulls him out of bounds. Ooh, no good because he was fouled. Front end, no good. Number 15 is going to get substituted out. Looks like he might have been in a little bit of foul trouble after that last call. 38-34. Dumps it inside. See if they pass back out. Ooh, that was quite the fancy shot. Quite the fancy shot for to only cut a lead in half. But no foul is called, so Iowa State takes it back. It's rejected. Lucky that that Maryland player came up with the steal instead of the guy that was diving out of bounds, because he was going to go out and it was going to go right back to the Cyclones. Almost called them the Hawkeyes. The Jeremy Renners. The jump shot is no good. Maryland really settling for a lot of jump shots in this second half. Well, 2-point jumpers. Meanwhile, the Cyclones are dunking it, and they're up 6, 40-34, halfway through the second half. Liam needs the Cyclones. Everyone else needs Maryland. Well, people who are still in it need Maryland. None of the Terrapins even tried. So it went right back to the Cyclones. Shot is up and good. Was that a 3? Hard to tell with the feet. It was. Maryland now down 9. Those jump shots they were going for are really starting to bite them in the butt now. Just some, there you go. Another quick shot. That was a great defensive play. That was a great defensive play by the Cyclones. Forced them to throw it into the bottom of the rim. Oh, tip back in and extends the lead to 11. So 45-34. The Terrapins look good early. He's going to go back across. He almost took it with another backcourt violation. There's the quick inside passes they've been looking for. It's going to end up out of bounds Maryland ball, but that was a clean block. And even the inside shots are hard. I was complaining earlier that Maryland was settling for too many jump shots, and now they're trying to go inside and make that adjustment for easier shots, and they're still having just as hard a time scoring layups as they were scoring jump shots. So it's now a 13-point game with 3.5 to go. Wow. Iowa State has taken control in the second half. Really shutting down Maryland. Maryland's missed a couple of opportunities. And the Cyclones have taken advantage. There you go. That'll stop the bleeding a little bit. Iowa's also done a great job on the offensive glass. They've got some second chance points. And they've been able to put together a nice little run here to put them up, back up by, what was that, 11, 12? 3-point play, though, coming up. Where's the score? Oh, 13, sorry. 14 now, 50-36. So Maryland finally scores. They stopped the bleeding a little bit. They looked like they, going to try and get on a run, and then they foul a guy and give up a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Hook shot, no good. And with 2.5 to go, it is looking pretty dire for the Terrapins of Maryland. And the Cyclones looking good. And it looks like the bracket challenge lead will shift hands once again. Because computerized video games hate me. Or computerized sports games hate me. Computerized video games is redundant and obvious. Big 3 by Maryland is good. Down to 11. That was a nice contested 3. Need a few more of those. Oh, they're lucky he didn't pass to that guy. He was open for 3. Very lucky. Turnover. Game could still be interesting. 1:41 left, second half. Our next game is Arizona and Louisville, which I don't think has a ton of meaning. I'm saying that I don't think it does because I've been wrong twice. 41-50, so Maryland scored again. 2-pointer. It's down to single digits. Another turnover. You got to throw it to the guy. Oh, you had him. He was right there. He was ready for the break. Oh, that's not. Oh, no. That's not where you want to settle for a jump shot. 1 minute remaining. We should see him foul. There you go. Seems to be what the computer likes to do once it hits that 1 minute mark. It is a little, like it's very exact on that fact because there have been times where there have been less than 10 seconds or fewer than 10 seconds on the shot clock. And teams will foul and it's like, no, you were running good defense. The front end of the 1-1 was no good though. So it's really, now it sucks even more that Maryland was unable to get points on that previous trip down the floor. Went into a mess of players and just got batted away. Oh, defensive foul. Put him on the line. Front end short. Or front third, I should say. Second free throw. Also no good. That's 2 points left on the line. It is 50-42. Maryland. Man. Timeout. And a 10-point game with 45.6 seconds to go. What a second half by the Cyclones. It was fairly competitive throughout the first half. Lots of lead changes and very close game. Iowa State took over in the second half. We should see Maryland back away here. Wave the symbolic white flag. So Iowa State is going to go on to the next round. It's just a matter of what the score will be. Right now it's 52-42. Now there's no more shot clock. Maryland will take it away one last time. And a shot is no good. We'll see Iowa State take the win, go on to the Elite Eight by a score of 52-42. Punched in the scores, Maryland 42, Iowa State 52. Confirm that Iowa State is in fact the winner. And that is the first half of the games today. I feel like they've been at a pretty good pace. So we've been live for just over 2 hours. That's a lot of that is just a like, hey, stream starting soon screen. But been recording for 1 hour and 53 minutes. That's good. Next game, I don't believe means anything. I think everyone's just down to champions and runners up. Ugh, Notre Dame. Notre Dame sucks. And what is it? It's Arizona and Louisville. Arizona and Louisville. Just double check. Yeah. All right. So with that victory, Liam needed it to take the lead. He successfully took the lead. He's back up by 2 over Ashley. He still has points, though. Points possible. Oh, he has Iowa State going one more. Interesting, interesting. Louisville with an early block. Interesting.
Gamble on the interception. Incredible.
This place is rocking.
Had his shot rejected.
The crowd is going nuts.
You can say that again. This defense
So Arizona and Louisville just playing for a chance at the Elite Eight. This does not affect any sort of bracket predictions or anything. I will check just in case. God, I'm looking at mine. I missed the first 6 games.
now they run the other way.
Oh, that's bad. We went 1-7 that first day. And that whole like upper quarter is just red. Awful. Nope, that's not the bracket I'm looking at. Nope, I was looking at the wrong bracket. Just kidding. Let's see. Yeah, this game doesn't mean anything to anybody.
Tempo of the game really important here. You want to establish tempo.
The next 2 games do mean something though.
There's the three.
This is game number 5, by the way, of March Mascot Madness's Sweet 16. Arizona to a 4-0 lead. They'll play the winner of the next game, which is Ohio and Cincinnati. Cincinnati and Ohio playing against each other in the 6th Sweet 16 game. Gotta get through this one first. Arizona out to a big lead. Or not a big lead, but 2-score lead, 4-point lead. Louisville, nice offensive rebound. It's going to end up being a defensive foul. Louisville will go to the line for 2. Elise Willems liked my tweet. Very cool.
Very soft defensively. No pressure on the basket.
They've been, it looks like they're working on Arizona Circle, the first season of that. They've been posting some behind the scenes pictures. It looks very good. Excited to see what they do. I gotta watch, I should watch The Weird Place, and I really want to watch Waiting for the Punchline. Defensive foul is going to send Louisville to the line for 2. I feel like I just said that because I just did. Louisville employing the, I want to say it was Maryland style of scoring, which is from the free throw line or not at all. Maryland with the biggest comeback of the tournament. And well, that was an incredible game. Oh, nice inside play by the Arizona Wildcats. That'll put them up 6-3. Didn't realize Louisville played in Conference USA. They play in the ACC now. This game, of course, 15 years old. So things change, considering that the Pac-10 is now the Pac-12 and a bunch of other stuff. The SEC is a lot bigger than it used to be. Inside, bounce pass inside. Arizona up 3. Tipped away by Louisville, but unable to corral it before it goes out of bounds. So it'll stay Arizona ball. Arizona passes back and forth.
Pass is denied. He was ready to take that one the other way.
Comes up with a 2, and it's 8-3 Arizona.
High post screen, gonna use it.
3 by Louisville is short, and they missed 5 consecutive shots. We've seen that statistic before. We've seen that graphic before. Are we gearing up for a big comeback, or is Arizona going to take control and win it? Find out here in the second to last game that doesn't affect the brackets. Thanks for hanging out tonight on this Saturday night, watching college mascots play video game basketball. You can tell your friends. I don't know how impressed they'll be, but you can tell them. Arizona 7-point lead. 4.5 into the first half. Louisville finally making a shot from the field. They break at least a 5 missed shot streak, probably more. I don't know why I say probably. Like I doubt them so much. I mean, they probably missed 15. Oh, a huge deep three. What in the world was that, Arizona? That was one of those Damian Lillard threes where Damian Lillard just he throws it up because he's feeling it. Feeling it. Turn on the lights. Anyway. And he makes it. Except for that player didn't make it. So there you go. 10-5. Nice inside defense by Louisville. Unfortunately, leads to an offensive rebound. Look at that Wildcat. He was just standing there in awe. Ready to roll. Ready to pounce. Pounce. 12-5. So the shot was good. Another offensive rebound. Louisville lucky they didn't give up a bizarre 4-point play there. They come up the court. Fire off a quick 2. No good. Still a 7-point game. This is... Feels like Arizona's starting to take a little bit more control. Because Louisville's done a good job of actually like playing some defense and getting some stops, but they've given up a few too many second chance points, and even like opportunities at second chance points with a lot of offensive rebounds. That foul not really helping the situation, but it'll send them to the line for 2 instead of an and 1 scenario. First one's good, 15-5. Second one is good, 16-5, and it is an 11-point Arizona lead. Does anyone remember how far behind Maryland was? I should have written that down. Damn it. I can't remember what it was. It was like 15, maybe? I'm pretty sure it was Maryland. Let's see. 52-47. Can't remember what it was. That's okay. 16-8. Friendly roll. Brings it back to a 10-point lead. I don't know who had the ball first. I was looking at brackets. It's almost like sometimes I do it backwards. Or I don't. I think it's less about doing it backwards and more about I forget how quickly this game loads, which is more of a testament to this game. Oh, nice turnover by Louisville. Didn't really need the 360. Look at the scoreboard next time. You're down 6. Maybe don't showboat when you're behind. But it's fine because it goes. Inside Arizona, shot off the glass and no good. Louisville pulling up for a nice little pull-up jumper there. Show the Maryland Terrapins how to do that for their next attempt at the tournament. And that's good defense. Got him to step out of bounds. So Maryland down by, or I'm sorry, Louisville. Focusing on the game that's on the screen. Louisville at one point down by 10. Can't get that one to go to cut it to a 1-score game. Remains a 2-score game at 18-14. But this is a nice run for the Louisville Cardinal, who were at one point 0 for 5 from the field. Had a guy open in the corner for 3. That is a quick shot, and it leads to a foul beyond the arc. So it's 3 points, or 3 shots, I should say. Pardon me. Oh, like we dropped some frames there a little bit. That's okay. The good news is it records okay.
Number 13 coming in for the first time tonight.
He will give this defense a different kind of threat at this position. Smart move.
Still even with a couple thousand frames, that's still only 0.5%, so that's very good. It's very good. It's been nice actually streaming, being able to stream like this and not have too many problems. I had the one really bad stretch, but other than that, it's been going pretty well. Hopefully, I'm not ruining it for anyone else in the apartment, but.
He'll attempt 2 shots.
Front end, or I'm sorry, did they get a 3-point free throw shot themselves? He go 0 for 3 from the line with a rebound, almost led to another set of attempts. That was weird. I wasn't looking closely enough because I was reading something else. Louisville gets fouled, and all of a sudden, Louisville on a 9-0 run, 10-0 run, has tied up the game, and I doubted the Cardinals a little bit too much. And Arizona is kind of falling apart. It looks like they left 3 points on the free throw line. Even had the opportunity with an offensive rebound that was defended well and led to a Louisville. There it goes. Wildcats stopped the scoring streak at 11-0. Louisville's all the way back, took the lead for a moment. Arizona with a nice 3-point shot. Louisville inside, up and good to tie it up and break the possibility of a 23-19 game. Under a minute to go. I don't know what happened, but Louisville all of a sudden just started scoring some points. Arizona hit a little bit of a scoring lull there. Shot is up and good. So 23-21. We approach the end of the first half. 30 seconds remaining. Game 5. And well, thankfully, have been a lot of good games. This is the second time now I've thought that it might start to lead to a blowout, but thankfully it hasn't. The team that was down big has been able to make some moves to bring it back either close or, in Louisville's case, take the lead, even though they are down 1 right now. They did have the lead there for a moment, and it has been a little bit more of a back and forth affair here within the last couple minutes of game time. So Arizona up 1. Louisville opportunity to take the lead by 1. The shot is no good. It's short. See if Louisville can maintain their momentum going into the second half here. Nice rejection. You got to throw it ahead, man. You had a guy wide open begging for the ball. Big open 3 is no good. Wildcats with the rebound. Wildcats looking to gain momentum of their own. Take their momentum back, I should say. It looks so good. It's going to be an and-one opportunity. Looks so good early in the first half. But left the door open, and the Cardinals took advantage. Converts on the free throw attempt. 4-point game. Out of bounds. Not 100% sure what happened. Oh, Louisville had the ball. Probably stripped away or blocked. There's a lot of game fuel left. In a shocking turn of events, I probably shouldn't open that at 7 whatever o'clock. Reach in foul called on Arizona, now up 7. Louisville looks like they're struggling to keep that momentum they had at the end of the first half. Giving up 6 unanswered.
The center takes the pass in the paint.
Arizona coming back out with a fire. Don't want to give up a 10-point lead. Even though it was early in the game, it's still a 10-point lead that they've given up. Nice inside pass, back out. Working it around. Louisville up for 3 is short. I don't feel like they've been very effective from behind the arc, beyond the arc. Beyond. Wildcats will try their hand at a 3, and they will be successful. And a 9-0 run to start the second half has Arizona up 10. Louisville hasn't scored in over 2 minutes. Arizona got refocused and took the lead, trying to run the play. They've missed 10 consecutive shots. Number 11 will finally go down. It'll actually be an and one opportunity. We saw this kind of Louisville in the first half where they missed a lot. They threw the graphic up that they had missed 5 in a row and had only scored points from the free throw line. So their first points was about 2 minutes and 15 seconds or so into the second half. Meanwhile, Arizona has scored 9 to take what is now a 7-point lead. Corner 3 is good. And Louisville cuts it down to 4, so 33-29. So some nice play by the Cardinals to get themselves back in the game. Another nice defensive play. Another nice defensive play. And a poor offensive play. Or a nice defensive play by Arizona. 3 for Arizona is no good. Defensive rebound, though. Picked up by Louisville. And the jump shot is good. And that makes it an 8-0 run for the Louisville Cardinal, who have been down by 10 twice. Now working on some full court press. Arizona gets it across the line in about 6 to 7 seconds. Running them around, trying to get that open 3. The defender's there. The putback is good, though. Nice timing by the Wildcats. All right, we'll see what Louisville has this time down. See how much energy they have left. 2 big comebacks. That will work. That will definitely help their cause. Thank you, Louisville. Thank you for making the comeback like that. 35-34. Arizona struggling a little bit. That dunk will help. 37-34 now. It's weird. Both times I thought this game was going to get out of hand, that Arizona was really going to take control and like put an end to Louisville's hopes and dreams of winning this game. Louisville goes on a big 8 or 10 point run to make it competitive again until they do things like that. And you wonder if Arizona maybe goes on a run here. Because that's what happened at the beginning of the first half. It's what happened at the beginning of the second half. But if Arizona goes on another run, does Louisville have it in them to go on another run? Does it matter? I don't know. The current second, no. Down 3, Louisville has the ball. They're running them around. The defender was there, though. Had a guy open in the corner, but the jump shot is good. So that'll keep them to a 1-point game. Arizona, nice defense by the Cardinals. Arizona was looking for that too, maybe a little contact and a foul. No call. That guys walking behind the half-court line calling for the ball. Hey, I'd like to turn it over. Throw it back to me. And Louisville has the lead. 38-37. Arizona's running them around for that open three. Open three is good. 40-38. 4:06 remaining. Second half. Nope. Frozen up underneath and then threw it away. Defensive foul. Take a little reach in. Second foul on Louisville. And picked off. Up and in Louisville with a nice dunk there. 40-40. In a game that has twice looked like Arizona was going to run away with it. They've stuck around, the Cardinals have. You can pass it back out for a three-point attempt. The defense did a nice job closing. Turnover turns into a half-court set. Step inside for a two, no good. Two is good. Arizona up 42-40. Louisville unable to turn their turnover into points, which is too bad. So it was a nice play. But they tie it up anyway. Under three. Louisville's got to get back on defense. Arizona's been willing to try that fast pass up the court, or the long pass up the court, excuse me. A defensive foul. Louisville with an opportunity for 2 free throws. And Arizona's been able to break through with those long passes down the court. With some easy 2-point conversions. But that fast pass, and that's where I got a little bit lost. Fast pass back outside. Boy, that's a lot. Gets picked off. After 2 free throws are good. I sound like I'm doing a highlight reel. 2 free throws are good. Louisville up to 44-42. 2.5 to go. Ooh. We have a good game here. 46-42. Arizona. I don't know how they would have done it, but have they run out of steam? Backcourt violation. Backcourt violation. Man. Nope. Like he was trying for that corner three. Instead they'll go inside. Hook shot is up and good. Arizona and Louisville have the same number of field goals made, which is nuts considering that Louisville has twice gone on streaks of like 5+ misses. Arizona falling apart at the worst time. We've seen this in almost all of the games today where it's one team's looks like they're in control of the game, or it's very back and forth, and then one team just trails off towards the end. I know I say that, and they score a 3, Arizona does, to cut the lead in half. 1 possession game. 48-45. We're under a minute and a half to go. Great defense by the Arizona Wildcats. It'll stay Louisville ball because they went out of bounds, but nice block on the inside. Didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock didn't reset. However, foul is called. 49-45, 1:19 to go. Louisville 2 for 2 from the line, make it a 5-point game. Arizona timeout. 45. See what Arizona can do here. But that's a hugely deep three, and one of the Arizona players took a shot from about that distance earlier in the first half, and at least in the first half it made sense because they were feeling it, but they have not been quite as good here in the second half as they have in the first. Dangerous pass across the court. Typically see those picked off. Usually works in Arizona's benefit. That's a terrible foul. That I was talking about that in the last game. The foul timing is all weird. They were under 10 seconds on the shot clock. They were probably going to force Louisville to either run it really quickly inside or kind of jack up a three from outside. And they foul because the game is like doesn't equate, like, take enough factors into account before it does what it does. So now it's a 6-point game. Contested threes no good. The tip in no good. Arizona will foul again. And Louisville might walk away with one of the bigger comebacks. Down 10 twice. Ooh. Early in the first half, early in the second half. Battled back. Arizona, for whatever reason, just wasn't able to stay in control of the game. And now they're down 8 with 31.8 remaining. And is this the last we see of the Wildcats? Arizona gets fouled inside. It's a 2-shot foul. First one's good. Down 6. 18 seconds to go. Second one short. No foul. Or, no rebound. Louisville, oddly enough, takes a timeout. See what they want to do here. We'll see if Arizona, looks like they're kind of throwing in the towel here. And this is the last we see of the Wildcats. We have 2 big games coming up, starting with Cincinnati at Ohio. The Bearcats, a tournament team champion pick. That was a terrible mess of a sentence. And, but before we get there, we have a great comeback by the Louisville Cardinals, who beat the Arizona Wildcats by a score of 53 to 46. Make sure that's all right. Confirm that the winner is Louisville. That doesn't affect any of the brackets. The next 2 games are huge, though. Ohio facing Cincinnati. That'll be game number 6 of the evening. Mascot game. We need the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Ohio Bobcats. Bearcats and Bobcats. Cats on cats. Hardest difficulty, 10 minutes. Sideline cam, here we go. This is a big game. Ashley needs it. Ashley needs the next 2 games. They're incredibly important. Bearcats, Bobcats. I will get that goofed up. Cincinnati wins the tip, quick inside passes, and are immediately up 2-0. Shooting 100% from the field. 8 seconds into the game. Ohio working it. Nice inside pass. Back outside. Back inside. Oh, can't get the friendly roll. I'm still up. I'm going to try and make it for this. Oh, thanks. If you don't, it's not that big of a deal. I won't tell you in the morning if Ohio loses. Hopefully they don't, though. Out of bounds, Ohio ball. Ashley can still win the tournament, or the bracket challenge, whatever you would like to. Oh, you can't go inside like that. Ohio falling down early. If you watch the last game, Not to worry. Louisville made a comeback from 10 points down twice.
Go into the low block. Number 33 blocks it. Here's a double team.
Even if Ohio doesn't win here, Ashley still has points potential for Alabama in the next game. The Bearcats just stole it away from the Bobcats. I don't remember the Cincinnati mascot head being so big. Big 3 and it's 7-0. Oh no. All right, Ohio. Let's get some points on the board here.
Looking for a good shot. Number 23 handles her pass.
Shot up, no good. So a 7-0 run for Cincinnati.
Puts up the tray.
Tip in is good. I don't even know who got that, but they were there.
Pressure that basketball.
Maybe it would be best to go to bed. 9-0. Got a nice wide open 3.
Long-range bomb.
Excellent shot for the Bobcats. So far, the only team that anyone's needed to win was Iowa State. Well, actually, no, LSU. LSU won.
He makes the block.
Oh, there you go. Nice block. You got a guy who pass it ahead? No, he broke off. Can do this. They can. We just saw Louisville come back from 10-point deficits twice. Oh, you got to get that off the glass and in, man. Come on. Come on. Cincinnati up 6. Nice defense is there. Defense is there again. 2 offensive rebounds. It's going to end in a foul.
He wanted that one, baby. He says you gotta foul me harder than that.
At the free throw line. Gets it.
3-point play is good. They're back up 9. 12-3. Cincinnati's looked good so far.
It's all over him.
The Bearcats, or the Bobcats. Damn it, I knew I was going to do it. Bobcats have struggled. You can't give up 3 offensive rebounds like that. It's just not good.
Drops it in.
There you go. They're scoring from 3 or they're not scoring at all. Nice work to cut into that lead. 12-6. Bobcats giving up. You can't give up that easy too. And that's the danger of the full court offense, or defense, excuse me. Now an 8-point game. Bearcats nice inside pass. Friendly roll. Works in their favor. Surprisingly, no foul called on that. So we have a 14-8 game. Just about 4 minutes in. Ohio. A championship pick. That's beneficial to the Bobcats. We'll see if they can do anything with it. The Bearcats just stepped right out of bounds. You got a guy wide open in the corner for 3. And the corner for 3, he's calling for it.
Looking for a screen on top and got it.
You're going to just move to the other corner. But this time he's guarded. Working it around. Nobody really inside. Back out. Open 3. No good. Defensive rebound, Cincinnati. Oh, is that a foul? So that was a foul, but okay. First shot's good, 15-8. Second shot is good, 16-8. So the Bobcats really could use the spirit of Louisville. Can't do that. He was right there.
He's sitting next to me as an assistant coach. He's pounding the ball to the deck. Where's he going? Hey, if you don't handle
Nice steal. That damn animation. Took it away. He had it. He had the steal he was looking for, but couldn't do anything with it. Because it carries momentum. Gives up an open 3 short. Nice defensive rebound by Ohio. The home team yet again.
Great anticipation by the defender. He got in the way of that move.
Oh, tipped away. Deep 3. Oh.
Entry pass in the paint.
Inside. Up, no good. Nice defensive rebound. Ohio's stepped up and played a little bit more, or a little bit better, I should say, on the defensive end. They can't, unfortunately, convert it into points on the offensive side of the ball. Bounce pass inside, up, and no good. Tip error. The tap in, tip in. Up and good. Oh, nice turnover. He had a free lane. He took an extra step. It's going to end in a foul, though. First one's good. Can cut it to 4 here. And he does. So 16-12. Nice little run for Ohio. They back off the full court defense. It was a weird pass by the Bearcats player to throw it, like to catch it and just immediately throw it back, especially because the defender was right there. Bearcats open for go for a 3. Well contested, and it's off. See what Ohio has in store here. 16-12. Working it inside. That's a mismatch. Gets around the defender, though, and it's a 2-point game. 16-14. Cincinnati has been up by as many as 8. 16-8. They get another takeaway. It's up, but it's good. 16-16. An 8-0 run by the Bobcats of Ohio. The wily, kind of doofy looking Bobcats of Ohio. They pick it off again. They're going for another layup. It's no good, but the offensive rebound is good. Oh, ho, 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 ho. The power of Louisville is strong today. Ohio with their first lead of the game. 18-16. This is a 10-0 run. Sound familiar? They have forced a number of Bearcats turnovers. Nice defense on the inside. Goes out of bounds, though. And with under 3 minutes to go, the Bobcats may have a lead. Double team up at the top. Quick throw inside. Nice jump shot. Up over the top. Stops the bleeding. And ties the game back up. Running it around. 3-point shot is up. It's no good. He took an extra second. He took an extra second to get that shot off, and it looked like that gave the defender just enough time to get up and get in his face a little bit. Nice defense by the Bobcats down low. I need some water. It's been a very exciting few minutes. Nice 3-pointer, 21-18. And they picked it off. Cincinnati tried to get cute and throw it all the way down the court, but it didn't work. The contested 3 was not a smart idea. Cincinnati's going to get out on the run and a nice dunk. You absolutely doofy looking Bobcats. I want to see more of them. I mean, aside from Northwestern, the Bearcats like a pretty good mascot to lose to. This isn't like when Iowa State, we're still stuck looking at the Cyclones. Northwestern lost to them. Like, I don't want to look at that. I'm okay looking at the Bearcats. I would prefer to look at the Bobcats. They're going for another 3 from that sweet spot. They're back. They hit it again. They're up 4. It is 24-20 as we approach the 1 minute remaining mark. Oh my goodness. This is a 16-4 run, something like that. They picked it off yet again. The foul up and good. There's another 3-point play. The Bobcats. They lulled the Bearcats to sleep. The Bearcats with a doofy smile on their face. The Bobcats with no face at all. 57.6 seconds remaining. 6-point lead for the Bearcats. I'm sorry, the Bobcats. The lean green Bobcat machine is oiled up and rolling. Got a guy open in the corner for 3. They pass it in the opposite direction of him. Working it inside. That's a bad shot. The mismatch was pretty obvious. Gives it up inside. Back out. Ooh. It's a 1-on-3. You're gonna have to have a guy. That guy's usually open in one of the corners. That shot's up, no good. Defensive rebound to the Bearcats. Ohio's gonna take a half-court shot. No good. Cincinnati basketball with 0.3 remaining. Ohio ended on a 20-4 run. Or an 18-4 run. No? Yeah. 18-4 run. Nice block inside. The Bearcats get it back. Back outside. Bobcats up 6 as we begin the second half. 26-20. A lot riding on this game for Ashley, looking to retake the lead. This would be a helpful victory. Meaning, it would be an extra helpful victory in that she has this game and the Alabama game to go. Everybody else, I need Alabama really bad if I even want to have an opportunity to try and win. That's a defensive foul out. Is that beyond the 3-point line, though? Hard to tell with the feet. Be able to tell on this angle. It is. Unfortunately, the first one didn't go down. Can Ohio continue their momentum? I said the same thing with Louisville, and they weren't able to. They also, I think, were down 1. They just made it more competitive. Ohio has the lead and a nice block inside pass. Goes for an easy layup. And it's 30-22. I knew I should have waited like an extra 2 seconds. So an 8-point game. Bobcats have looked like a completely different team. Little alley-oop. 10 field goals each. Wow. Ooh, 3 from the corner's no good. Maybe could have passed it to him a second earlier. Might have helped him get a little bit better look at it. Defender was pretty close. He's usually pretty open in one of the corners, just like that guy is. His 3 is up and good, and the lead is down to 3. Couple minutes gone here. Ohio entered with a 6-point lead, 26-20. Looked like they were trying to open them up for a 3-point attempt, but Bearcats playing good defense. Trying to do something, can't really get around him. He's going to have to force up a shot. It is good, though, so that's good news. If you're a Bobcats fan, and I know that one person in the chat is. Back to the full court defense. It worked well earlier in the game. Forced a number of turnovers during that big run that helped Ohio take the lead and come all the way back. Oh, no foul on that one. Surprising. Looked like a lot of contact. Cincinnati also unable to get the friendly bounce. The refs bite their whistle on the other end of the floor. Back-to-back shots that look like they probably could have gone to the line. Neither team able to get to the line, and neither team able to make the shots. Still a 5-point game as we work our way through the second half. Bobcats freed up for a three. It's no good. Offensive tip in, no good. Defense comes away with it. Quick passes inside. That should be a foul. First one good. 32-28. Second one is good as well. Cincinnati working with their own full court press. Oh, almost went back over. Nice pass to make sure he didn't commit the violation. 3-point game. It's kind of a mess down there. Back out. A little further than the little bit further than the free throw line. Oh, the Bearcats, they have an open lane. The Bobcats fill it nicely. Make sure that they don't give up the easy two, but instead they foul them and send them to the line for two. Ooh. Cincinnati very willing to... Cincinnati's been very willing to throw that half-court pass. Trying to break through that full-court press. So 34-31, back down with a 3-point lead. Or, I'm sorry, 34-30. So 4-point lead. My apologies. The Bobcats have led by as many as 6. Bearcats have led by as many as 10. Or 8. Nice layup. Matches the largest lead of the Bobcats. I keep thinking it was 16-6, but it was 16-8. Nice off the glass and in. Yet again, going over that opposite shoulder. One hand up, going over the lowered shoulder. That's, I guess, it's not lowered. Lowered arm. Off the glass hand, good. We saw that a couple of times in some of the previous games.
He lets it go. He buries it.
Cincinnati working their way back down 2. Nice little alley-oop layup sort of situation. Back out for 3. The Bobcats are short and can't get the offensive rebound. Bearcats come away looking for a tie with a 2, lead with a 3. That's what they'll do. They'll tie it up. So 36-36. Cincinnati with a little 6-0 run here. We approach 4 minutes remaining in the second half. Bobcats trying to free up for a 3. Nice defensive rotation for the Bearcats. Not allowing that to happen. Still gave up a pretty good look at the 3. The offensive rebound is good. Back out. Shot clock did reset, and just like Cincinnati did on the other end of the floor, that player went, oh, can't get away. He had an opportunity to pick that ball up and create a turnover for the Bobcats. As it stands, it's Bearcats basketball. The 3 is up and short. Defensive rebound, 38-36. 3.5 to go. Down low. Over that opposite shoulder. Can't get it to go down that time, though. Quick passes inside. Nice defense by the Bobcats. Still don't know how that mascot's a Bobcat. Guy dove right into a table. Great defensive recovery by the Bearcats, and they block the shot. And the one time that doesn't go out of bounds, that very long diving animation doesn't bother to go out of bounds. Shot is short. Bobcats almost step out of bounds. 2.5 minutes remaining. Big three up and no good. Got it up and over the defender that time, but just off the mark a little bit. The Bearcats had position down low. A couple quick passes would have been an easy. Oh, that three with a hand in his face is golden. Cincinnati takes the lead, 39-38. 2-minute warning. Second half, game number 6 of the Sweet 16. We have 2 more games for you. That block is not coming at a good time. The Bobcats can't afford to fall apart now. Forces a turnover. Pass ahead. You're going to have to wait for your teammates there. It was a 1-on-4. Thought about going for 3. That was a nice move. They can't get it off the glass and in. He had the defender up and got around him. Bearcats with quick passes inside leads to a foul. I don't even know who the hell I'm commentating about now. Bearcats and Bobcats, and they're in the same state. First one's good, 40-38. Second one is good as well, 41-38. The Bobcats of Ohio will take a timeout. 3-point game. Work their way up the court. Just kind of going one-on-one all over the floor here. Worked his way through the defense and came up with a 2-pointer. See Ohio, nice pick off. I was going to say we're going to see if Cincinnati tries to go for the half-court pass. Ohio with a nice inside pass, up and in. So a 4-0 run. All of a sudden, Ohio up 1, 42-41. We're under a minute to go. 56.4. Ohio looking to go to the Elite 8 and keep Ashley's chances of a champion pick alive. Cincinnati looking to pull what would be a pretty crushing loss. Up and good. So 43-42. We'll see Ohio take another timeout. Each team with 4. 46.3 seconds. So I took about 10 seconds off the clock. Ohio only down 1. So obviously don't need a 3. They're going to take it anyway, and he's good. He is good from that spot. 2 defenders in the area. Cincinnati will take a timeout. And that ran 7 seconds or so off the clock. So 45-43. Cincinnati. You don't need the whole thing. Or you don't need to take the lead. Tipped away. Tipped away. Ohio. Ohio up 2. Under 30 to go. The shot clock is off. Cincinnati's going to have to foul. Oh, Ohio is going to have to win it from the free throw line. A couple more of these. 23.8 seconds remaining. 22. Taking a little bit of time off the clock here and there. 0.7 seconds or so. Ohio to the line, 1-1. First one's good. 46-43. 47-43 Cincinnati. Timeout. 4-point game with 21.3 seconds remaining.
I guarantee you that's what the coach is trying to sell on the sideline right now.
Ohio smart to get out of that full court press. You don't really need it. Cincinnati traded 2 for 2. 47-45. So still down 2. 14 seconds remaining. Ohio to the line. First one's good. Oh, I'm very nervous. Very nervous. Second. Oh, no. The second one wasn't good. Cincinnati takes a timeout. They can tie it with a 3. 12.9 to go. Oh, I love it. I love it so much you can't. Okay. That's the center. He's not taking the 3. You might want to get on him, though. Point guard. 5, 3, 2, 1. It's no good. Ohio's going to the Elite 8. They're going to the Elite 8. Ohio with a 3-point win. Going to the Elite 8 to face Louisville. So the 2 comeback teams, Cincinnati, I'm going to make extra double, triple sure, because I already goofed it up. 45, 48. Ohio is the winner. 3-point victory. Submit score. I almost put that Cincinnati won that game. Pardon me. What a game. And we're going to follow that up. Iowa is still in the tournament. I didn't realize. Alabama versus Iowa. Alabama versus Iowa. I need this game to have any chance to even think about winning. I don't even know if my potential points are possible. Ashley, you are back in the lead, 33. Liam, 31. The Elephants winning the tip. Bama, I think, playing away for the first time in this tournament. Gets off to a quick start. Alabama has been great in this tournament. They won their first game by a blowout. The other game wasn't particularly close. Is Iowa the next to go down? And 3-pointer isn't helping. Elephants down 1. Ashley, your potential score potential, 105. No one. I'm the next closest at 52. Ooh, layup is no good. So it might come down to. I think. I could be wrong. If Alabama wins this game, I think that'll knock Liam out. If Alabama loses this game, you really need Ohio to win. Welcome to the chat room. What are you talking about? I've been here the whole time, bro. Oh, am I offline? What is happening? Okay, that was weird. Everything good? Everything cool? Kosher? 4-2, Iowa up. Alabama looking to go to the Elite 8. Looking to keep my brackets, hopes and dreams alive. Nice 3-pointer. 1-point lead. 1-point lead for the Lumpies. Let's go Lumpies. Oh, inside pass. Nice play. Iowa will regain the lead. Congratulations, Ashley, on Ohio going to the Elite 8. That's awesome.
He misses it. Both shots no good.
Oh, missed the free throw. Bama, no. Down one. Man, what an exciting game. I'm very happy that the Bobcats won. Iowa with a big 3 there. 9-5. Just over 3 hours into the stream here. A couple more games. This is game number 7. Give up a nice open 3 for Bama. Lumpy back within 1. 9-8. We've had all of the games so far have been great, which is very good. Very good. And there's a couple. There are a couple of intriguing matchups tomorrow already, which is nice. See how much farther Ohio can make it. They had a great game today. Came back from at least 8 down. Quick passes. That guy is on fire from threes. Tying it up. Alabama, Iowa all tied at 11. Uh-oh. Not 11-11.
On the elbow, they feed down to the low block.
Tomorrow, if you're new to the stream, they didn't give that enough time to see if it'll roll in, but that's okay. If you're new to the stream, tomorrow is the final day of the first March Mascot Madness. Oh, they missed both free throws, and Alabama still gave up the offensive rebound.
Now they'll bring it up.
Tomorrow we'll have the Elite Eight, the Final Four, the third place game, and oh, we finally missed from that 3-point spot. He was looking for the lead and couldn't get it. 13-11 here. Nice defense down low. Lumpy's down by 2. Nice. Might even be is that an and-1 opportunity. That was a nice little alley-oop layup situation. Looks like they're going to the line for one more. Bama with the extra point makes it 14-13. Elite Eight, Final Four. Yeah, third place game rounds it out, makes it an even 64 games. 8 days of 8 games of stream and all kinds of stuff. Nice pick by the Crimson Tide. I'm not really sure what that has to do with elephants, but I don't really care. They're beautiful. 3 from the spot. That's been the spot this tournament. It's up and in. And another foul. So another 3-point play potential coming at you. 16-13. Alabama over Iowa. First one's good. Oh, Iowa up and in. No foul. Leaves Bama up 2. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Saturday night, it's late, 10:30. I'm not usually streaming this late. I got a late start thanks to Shazam. If you want to know more about Shazam, watch Week in Review on Tuesday. Oh, up and over the defender. Ties it up at 17 with 5:07 remaining here. First half. Alabama and Iowa looking for a ticket to the Sweet 16. I'm sorry, the Elite 8. They will play the winner of the Stanford versus Memphis. Oh, that'll be a fun-looking matchup. Trees versus Tigers. One half of the Bod Boys. 3 is no good. Man, just think. Ashley, just think. What if Alabama and Ohio, as you predicted, play in the Final Four. 21-17 Alabama up on Iowa. Gonzaga went down today. Texas went down today. Iowa State is keeping Liam alive in the bracket challenge. Alabama going for another three from that spot. No good.
Little bump there. No foul. Number 3.
Oh, nice defense. Nice defense. Alabama get I'm too excited. Alabama's going for a three. They don't need it because they want the 23-19 game. Give it to me.
Inside. Fires it.
Oh, Iowa trying to ruin it on their own, but can't convert.
Fed the low block.
Back outside is picked away. Up ahead, and that dunk will end the 23-19 dream, all knotted up at 21. And another very competitive game.
Trying to pack it inside. He shoots.
Up and in. There's the 23. Why didn't you have that last time? Dang it. We have 3/4 of the Elite Eight figured out. Duke will face Florida in the first game. LSU will take on Iowa State, Louisville, and Ohio. And we're down to the final 2 games of the Sweet 16. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hanging out in the chat. If you're in the chat, if you're just watching, you're lurking, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you spending some of your Saturday night with me.
Gets it back out.
The quintessential Mascot tournament host. Basketball version. 23-21 Ohio. Man, I said Ohio so many times in the last game. Okay. Focusing in on the big beautiful elephants.
Fakes it.
Dunks it in, or dips it inside. 23-21 2-point lead for Alabama. Nice defense by the Iowa Hawkeyes. Iowa and Iowa State still in.
He attempts the shot. Scorches the
And now it's 23 all. With 2:04 remaining in the first half. This is game number 7.
tries for 2.
Alabama, nice shot up and in. Regains the lead. A highly competitive day of action.
He launches a 3.
Oh, Iowa. I would really like to see, I think I'd like to see Memphis win the next game. I think that'd be cool. Elephants and tigers. Battling it out. Definitely don't want birds and trees. Boring.
To the charity line.
Ooh. Can't make the first shot. Looking for the tie on this one. And he gets it. So 26-26. Alabama working with a little bit of a full court defense. Can't give up easy twos like that. That's how you beat it. Just quick pass inside, got position on the defense, and made an easy layup to take a 2-point lead. Alabama's been good from 3. They try their own quick passes, and it's going to end in a foul. So 2 shots at the line coming for the Elephants. First one's good, 28-27. Second one is good and knots it all up. Approach the 1 minute remaining mark. That's a weird way to say that. He stepped out of bounds. Yeah. See an elephant victory. No, you can't throw it away. Don't do that. What are you doing? You throw it to your team. We see a lot of those cross-court passes picked off here in the March Mascot Madness tournament, and that is also a tremendously effective play as well. Usually you see a two passes in very quick succession. Alabama up for three, no good. That Hawkeye was almost perfectly behind the Alabama elephant, and I was about to say they can get the offensive rebound, and then he just showed up. I was like, hey, nice defense. Under 30 to go. They can hold for the final shots should they so choose. Dangerous cross-court pass. The defender was right there, but not able to get it. Nice pass inside. 10 seconds to go. Three from the corner is no good. Offensive rebound is good, though. Nice little tip in for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Deep three. No good. That'll end the first half of play between the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. 30-30. Immediately picked off. That is not something I've seen much of in this tournament. That's been a little bit more of a common occurrence. That's happened a couple times, but we've seen today, actually, just today, can't get that shot in. Had a couple chances at it. We've seen that second half pass immediately intercepted, and it's super weird. And then the other one that they picked off was odd because it's kind of like the game broke and it didn't send anybody down to where they needed to be. And so they throw it halfway down the court, and then Alabama just picked it off. Unfortunately, it didn't lead to any points. Led to points for Iowa on the other end, and they lead by 1. Alabama started off hot from 3. Made a bunch of them. And they've since been pretty cold from beyond the arc. That inside shot gives Iowa a 35-32 score. Their lead. No, nothing there. No foul, no basket. So Alabama got off to a fast start, stealing the inbound pass and dunking it down for a nice little 2-point lead. Since haven't really done anything. Iowa on a little 5-0 run. Quick pass inside. No good. Offensive rebound is up and good, though. Alabama, big beneficiaries of offensive rebounds in this matchup. A lot of players down in the paint. Like there were 6 of them total. No good. Alabama rebound. Down 1. Looking for the lead back outside. Working around. Ooh, weird looking shot. We see that sometimes. Where it seems like it just pulls weirdly to the, I think it like magnetizes to the left. Ooh. 37-34 Iowa over Alabama. Nice dunk by nice dunk on the inside. 37-36. Iowa's had that 1 to 3 point lead for the last little bit. Alabama's done a good job of not letting it. Oh my goodness, get that out of here. Done a good job of not letting it get too much. Oh my gosh. I'm falling apart. I'm so tired. My words are all jumbled. See if they can hit a 3. They can. 38-37. That was actually only a 2. Hard to tell with the mascot bodies are just animated over the top of the regular player bodies, and so it can be hard to tell exactly where the where the toe ends and all that good stuff. So 38-37, Alabama with the lead. Want to go back outside? No, we're just going to shoot it in triple coverage. Nice defense by the Alabama Crimson Tide. Blocks it out on the perimeter there. Quick inside pass, and the hook shot, no good. Defensive rebound. So Alabama still with a 1-point lead. 5:43 remaining. Inside Iowa will retake the lead 39-38. Nice little inside pass there. Alabama gets blocked at the three-point line. It leads to a fast break opportunity for the Hawkeyes. Great defense, though. Closes the lane and forces a turnover. So Alabama back with the ball down 1. Frees them up for a 3, and that'll give them a 2-point lead. Alabama shooting 33%, 4 for 12. Iowa 4 for 8. Oh, he almost went back across the line. It's the one area, that's the area that Alabama has struggled the most, is that quick pass inside. They've given up a lot of those. In this case, it ties the game at 41, but it's been a very effective strategy for the Hawkeyes to just try and slip someone in just behind the defense by a step. And they've been accurate with their passing to lead to easy buckets for the offense. Alabama can't get the friendly roll, and that's off the front iron and no good. So with 4:19 left in the second half, we're all knotted up at 41. Alabama with another block on the perimeter. Block inside. Cross-court pass leads to a pretty good look. The best look of those 3 that Iowa had on that possession. Alabama works it inside. Defensive foul? No offensive foul. Just jumped right into the defender. So that'll be a turnover on the Crimson Tide. Quick passes inside yet again, but this time it's contested. No foul is called on that one. Looks like there was a bit of contact. 2-on-1 opportunity, not great. But great defense yet again. The shot is short. Alabama's been really good on that fast break stopping. Oh, players are diving for it. Both of them are short of it. It looked like the Iowa player got caught up on the hitbox of the Alabama player, and just a big mess. Fadeaway is no good. So we remain tied. Both teams have hit a little bit of a scoring lull here. Late in the second half, another rejection for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Deflected. And again, the Iowa defender got caught up on that hitbox and gave Alabama just enough time to get their player down. Cross-court pass. It's a dangerous play. 2 of them right back to back. Back outside? No, you're just gonna... No, that's weird. That short. That was a... Whew. The scoring drought for both teams continues. Been here at 41 all for a while. Defense is really dialed in. Finally, Iowa breaks through and gets a bucket. Alabama down 2. 2 minutes to go. Weird. Very weird play. But a nice 3-point, nice contested 3. Gives Alabama the 1-point lead with 1:52 remaining. Poor Stanford, by the way. All their games get commentated last, which means I have just about run out of energy. And this one's extra late, too. Nice dunk by the Iowa Hawkeyes. Come on, Bama. You got a guy wide open in the corner. He thought about it. Moved to his left. The shot was off just a little bit. A little short. So 45-44 game, 1:25 remaining. Alabama has played great defense. Nice rejection on the outside. Oh, nice lane fill. The pull-up jumper is good, though. Both the Hawkeyes and the Crimson Tide have been really great about filling in that lane and cutting off the fast break opportunity. And at least giving their defense an opportunity to get set. I feel like there was more to that sentence, but nothing else came out. Force a more difficult shot than Iowa. 3 is off the mark. 46 seconds to go. There's a lot of time came off the clock. They don't have to foul. Alabama also doesn't need to take a shot for another 20 seconds. And that looked... No, okay. Thought that might happen. So a 1-point game. And there the fouls start to come in. That was probably not great on Iowa's part, considering there was probably 10 seconds, 9 seconds. There's no way that's... Damn. Ooh. So that'll... Oh, no! No, 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 no! No! Another inbound pass got stolen. Alabama looked like... Oh, they picked it away. That's good. That's good. I know commentators are supposed to remain like... It's also a video game. I can't believe Iowa didn't even get up a shot. I can't believe they picked it off. They wasted a bunch of time. Alabama, who... This is the most difficult game they've faced so far in this tournament. They've been... I mean, they blew out the first opponent. It wasn't even a game. The second game was a little bit closer, but they were pretty in control of it for the most part. This one has been close the entire time. So it's good to see that they can close out a game like that. And they almost didn't because they threw the inbound pass away. They were lucky to get that back. And they missed that other free throw and were able to get an offensive rebound. Iowa goes down. Lumpy lives on. Go Tide. Or Roll Tide, I should say. Roll Tide. This is the only instance I'm going to say this. 49, 45. The winner is Alabama by 4. And they are on to the Elite 8. We have one more game tonight. We have Memphis at Stanford. I feel like this game fuel is really kicking in. Oops. Where am I going? Memphis. Oh, this is a good matchup. This is a good matchup. All-American, 10-minute halves. All right. Let's update the brackets, update the standings really quick. Okay. Ashley in first place with 37. Liam in second with 31. I am now in third with 28, which means I will beat Ryan, who is in fourth with 25 and has no more points that he can get. And then Debbie finishes in fifth with 21 and no more points possible. And Alex in last with 19 and no more points possible. Out of bounds, Stanford ball. Kind of a wasted first possession. Oh, just kidding. It was Stanford ball the whole time. Here we go. We have Tony the Tiger fighting some trees. Getting the interception there. So, my points potential is 52. Another turnover. We're back at Stanford, by the way. Stanford, who's played at home the entire time. And for some reason, I kept thinking there was more outdoor, like a window somewhere. Doesn't matter. My point potential is 52. Liam's is 39. Stanford looking for the first points of the game. They're going to get it and a shot and an and one opportunity. Guess that's kind of a redundant sentence. Words are kind of just coming out at this point. Getting a little delusional. The free throw is no good, so about a minute into the game, we have 2 total points. Ashley's score potential is 105. She is the last person to have a team in the game, or a champion in the game. They'll face off. They'll play in the Elite Eight. Liam lost Gonzaga, but had Iowa State going all the way to the Final Four, so he can at least pick up another 8 points. Ashley's not quite in the clear yet. The Iowa State game is going to be very, very important, and that is the second game they play LSU. If Iowa State loses, that'll pretty much seal a victory for Ashley. I'm sure there's like some weirdness that can happen. I don't know. I should have taken more careful notes of the points potential. I should have points in this round. Maybe I do. But yeah. So I've podium finished at least, and may be able to leapfrog into second should Alabama continue their ways of winning. Let's see. What do we have going on here? Memphis, Tony the Tiger scoring some points. He's up 7-4. Stanford, that terrible looking tree. Winner plays Alabama. I'd love to see Memphis. Their mascot's really great. If I would have noticed that or known that, would have picked them to go a little bit further, but I didn't. How far did I pick them to go? They may have run into another team that I just really like. Yeah, they did. They ran into Oregon. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. 7 minutes to go here, first half. Stanford tied it up, but Memphis took the lead back, 9-7. Shout out to that old Pac-10 logo. Reminds me of being a kid. Back when there were only 10 teams and they played a round robin. Stanford's shot is no good. Oh, foul. Will send Memphis to the line for 2. The Tigers looking to extend their lead by a couple of points. First one's good. Second shot is good as well. So 6:34 left, first half. Final game of the day. If you're just joining, thank you. If you're curious about what the hell's going on, you know March Madness? It's pretty cool, right? What if it was March Madness with mascots? There you go. You can catch the rest of the action. It's going to be tomorrow at 4. Right here on twitch.tv/ShaunosaurusRex. It's going to feature the Elite Eight, the Final Four, the third place game, and the championship game. And if you're wondering, man, what do you need a third place game for? Well, it makes everything even at 8. So 8 days of 8 games, 64 total games. Stanford has scored 4 points in a row to tie it all up at 11. 11-11 again. Good. Good. Memphis and Stanford wrapping it up. we have our beautiful Northwestern Wildcat. The chat fell in love with the Wildcat from Northwestern, and they were outed in the first round by a very ugly Cyclone from Iowa State, who was still in the match. Oh, I thought that was going down. Get a little water going. The stream is powered by, and I mean like literally powered, not sponsored or anything. Powered by Mountain Dew Game Fuel. To be more specific, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Nice shot by Stanford, gets the home team roll, and they take a 13-11 lead with 4:39 remaining in the first half. Nice cross-court pass. Use the person as a screen, even though they weren't really setting a screen. Tipped away. It'll remain Stanford ball. Picked away by Memphis. So a couple of... An attempted turnover leads to a... And... something turnover. Actual turnover. Memphis gets it back and takes a couple shots at it, but it finally goes down. So 13-13 game here. I can really feel the tiredness kicking in now. Nice block. We've seen a lot of effective shots up and over the opposite shoulder, but looked like the shooter went for the same shoulder that the guy had his arm up and just batted it right back down. Like that. There it goes. It was over the opposite shoulder, but no good. 13-13. A very tight contest. Every game's been close. We've had a couple of games that looked like they were going to get out of hand early, but teams were able to make some comebacks of 8 points and 10 points. One team 10 points twice. So lots of exciting action. Might be the best day in the tournament so far. All of the other days have featured at least one pretty big blowout. The first day was like Gonzaga. They won huge. Alabama's games haven't been terribly close until tonight. And then just some games where it's not necessarily like a 15 or 20 point spread, but it's a consistent 10-point spread, and the other team never looks like they're going to try and be able to mount a comeback. And something we saw in the previous game happens again here with the Tiger getting caught up on his own player's hitbox. Slowed him down and allowed Stanford an easy 2, so it's 15-15 now. We saw that a couple of times. It was definitely benefited the Alabama Crimson Tide. It came at the cost of the... Oh, nice dunk. Came at the cost of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Thank you to whoever followed the stream. Just noticed that number went up. Thank you. 17-17. We are past the 11 o'clock hour here on the West Coast. If you're joining late, or if you want to catch up on other games and see how that all played out, all the videos are available over on YouTube. Just search for March Mascot Madness. You should be able to find them. I wish I had a better YouTube. Like, you go to youtube.com/. But I can't make a custom URL just yet. Memphis working it inside. Under a minute to go. 2-point lead for the Tigers. This game's been a little low scoring as well. I should have noticed that when it was 2-0 after a minute. But neither team has broken 20 through a half. Almost a half. Front end is no good, so they still haven't even broken 20. There's point number 20. Nope, there's point number 18 because I was looking at the wrong score. I'm very tired. I don't know why I saw that like that. He walked back across the court. You could see it coming from a mile away. As soon as they start moving to their right and they don't get like a full step across that line, right about when they get to that half court or that like cross section of half court, that or horizontally and vertically, if they don't get there, they're going back across and they're gonna end up losing. 4-point play. Boy, I was really focused on that terrible explanation of how that animation keeps biting teams in the butt, and I missed what exactly happened. So, good for me. Stanford big three was contested, and that'll end half number 1. That didn't help my nose at all. That sucks. All right, Memphis starting with the ball down 1. 3-pointer is up and good, so it's 24-22. That really didn't help my nose. I was trying to use some Kleenex because it was bothering me, but... (24-22), 2-point lead. Second half of action. Stanford was up by 1. Now it's tied. Winner faces Alabama. And still in the hunt for the national mascot title. I don't have a clever name for that. I have time, though. Stream's not till 4 o'clock Pacific tomorrow. Memphis off the mark on that 3. Worked on the other side of the court, but not on that one. Stanford working their way around. We see that play a lot here in the tournament. You probably see it a lot if you watch real basketball too. I saw it today in one of the actual March Madness games. I went, oh, I've seen that play. Oh, nice block by the Stanford defender. Memphis trying to make a quick pass inside, but the defender was there. Block off the glass. Shot no good. Remains 24-24. In a defensive battle. Stanford with another block. 2 possessions in a row they've come away with a defensive block. Another great defensive stand by Memphis. Got stuck on the name Wazowski for some reason. I'm always just thinking about Monsters Inc. 3-pointer for Memphis is up, but no good. Rattles off the rim in the backboard. Falls into the hands of the Trees. Nice shot, gets the friendly home roll. And then Stanford takes the lead, 26-24. So a little 4-0 run here for Stanford. Normally that wouldn't be of note, but considering how low scoring this game is, it's a little more pertinent. Just given that someone scored 4 points in a reasonable amount of time. 27-26 now, Memphis running that nice play. That's the hot spot on the court. Has been through the entire tournament. I talk about it a lot. Stanford, just a second slow on the pass. Wasn't able to get a clean open look. See what they want to do now. Back outside. They were going for that similar area. Nice tip in. Will regain the lead for Stanford. 1 point, 28-27. Oh, Memphis. Nice little roll in there. Quick pass inside. That's been very effective. We saw Iowa do it a lot to Alabama. Alabama managed to be able to overcome it. But we saw a lot of quick passes inside. Very effective for the Hawkeyes. And if Memphis can do that, if they can work those passes inside, might free up some extra shots on the perimeter. Stanford, nice swish from the... Was that an A? W? M? Interesting that, like, Florida, we were in Florida earlier. Florida, who beat Gonzaga. Memphis watches it go out of bounds. It'll remain their ball. The text is upside down to us. Out of bounds, Stanford ball. Oh, he touched it as he stepped out of bounds. But the logo is, like, facing towards us. Florida's, all of it looked normal. I can't believe I didn't notice that with the Pac-10 logo. Defensive foul. We'll send the Trees to the line for 2. Looking to make it a 3-point game. 6:04 remaining, second half. Oh, the second shot was no good, but they had a shot at an offensive rebound. No good, though. Memphis comes away with the ball. A lot of standing around. Looks like they finally got the play in they wanted. And that opens up that 3. The defender was just a step off, and a great pass. Good timing to get that very open look. 1-point lead now. Tigers 33, Trees 34 now. Cardinal as in the color. For some reason their mascot's a tree. It doesn't make any sense. There's the quick pass inside. Stanford cheated up a little bit towards the perimeter. Memphis has been so good about executing out there that, you know, why not cheat a step or two? But unfortunately, that leaves them wide open inside. They almost get Memphis with a taste of their own medicine, though. The shot was just off. Another quick pass inside. The contact is not worth a foul, but the offensive rebound gets jammed down, and it's now a 3-point lead, 37-34, halfway through the second half. So far, only 2 overtime games. Our opening game almost had a shot at overtime. Stanford. Yeah, if Georgia Tech had run their offense a little bit quicker in the first game, could have potentially tied it or even won it, but they kind of forced a shot up towards the end of the game, and it was no good. Stanford walks it back across the line. That's a little farther away from the camera than I thought it would be. I thought maybe they would be clear, because usually once they get like 3/4, they usually curve up a little bit more towards the basket before they try to wrap it back around. But it threw me off. Memphis, by the way, up by 6. Good defense. Forces a missed shot. Stanford 2-possession game technically, though 3 possessions is more likely. Now when you're giving up open looks like that, 1-score game. Memphis working back. Up 3, 40-37. Oh, blocked. It's going to lead to a fast break. Memphis fouled him. We saw Iowa and Alabama both do very well against the fast break opportunities. Memphis, that's like a 50-50, I guess, since you only gave up the 1 free throw. Or did they give up? No, they gave up both of them. I'm sorry. My math was off. There it is. so irritating if you're a fan of Memphis. You're on this big run, you're up by 6, all of a sudden Stanford's on a little 5-0 run. Things are going your way, and then you start to give the ball away unnecessarily and make up for it by that. But with 3 minutes left and a 3-point lead, those turnovers could come back to bite you. We almost watched Alabama throw it away, quite literally. Iowa was able to pick off an inbound pass late in the game, like incredibly late in the game. Fortunately for the Crimson Tide, Iowa threw it away right back, so Alabama was able to ice it with some free throws and move on to the Elite Eight, awaiting the winner of this game. The 4th game in tomorrow's schedule. They're going to go back. Yep, there it is. Stanford falling apart a little bit. Memphis able to extend that lead back out to 5. Jump shot for 2 is good. Or was that a 3? Sorry, the feet really get me. Now it's an 8-point game. Nice shot by Stanford. A little short. The offensive rebound is up and good. So it's a 6-point game with about 2:10 left. Winding it down here. Looked like they were running that play out to the 3-point line, but they just didn't. He didn't come out far enough. So now they'll take a contested 3. That's no good. But the shot is rebounded offensively and put back in for 2. So 49-41. We're under the 2-minute mark. Stanford, no, throwing it away. See what they do. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Stanford will start to foul. Looks like they're going for some sort of trap there. Stanford will start to foul in about 20 seconds or so. The shot clock is a little lower than that, though. 10 seconds now. 3, 2, 1. All that effort for the Cardinal, and they give up an offensive rebound and a tip in to push it to 10. So 1:06 remaining. Stanford obviously needs to score quickly. Stanford big 3. That'll do the trick. Cuts the lead to 7. You can trade 3s for 2s. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Number 11 is called for the foul. Too much. That's a foul.
Is that 4 team fouls? So we'll see another 3 of these, and then we'll go to the line. And Memphis will have an opportunity to ice the game from the stripe.
I think they're trying to make a statement.
6. One more.
Number 10 is whistled for the foul.
There we go. 55.6 to go.
He makes the front end of the 1-and-1.
Memphis really took over in the last 3 minutes or so of this game. Stanford will head to the huddle down 9.
No changes made after that breather despite being down.
Come away with a 3. That's 6. They've been effective with it. Into the corner. It's probably not where you want to look. You jump step. You can't trade 2s for 2s. You're just wasting time. 42.7 remaining. Defensive foul. Send Memphis to the line. 1-and-1. Front end good. 54-46. Second end good. 55-46. Stanford will take a timeout. I don't think it's really going to mean or matter much at this point in the game.
Well, the same 5 will step out on the floor, Dick.
He intends to keep everything pretty much the same for now, Brad. I don't think he wants to risk mixing up.
Clock is ticking. Xbox is working hard to bring you this masterfully fun entertainment. Stanford down 9. You really got to go quicker than that. You can't afford that jump shot, too. Come on. 55-48. Still a 7-point game. Probably not enough time to make a comeback at this point. That's exactly what you want if you're the Cardinal, but they give up the offensive rebound. It looks like they're going to go ahead and just throw in the towel. And that was their shot. That was their opportunity to make it a reasonable possession game. Stanford had an opportunity. Memphis is moving on to face the Alabama Crimson Tide. Wait for the final score here to pop up. It was 55-48. Verify the winner is Memphis. We'll get you all updated and set up for tomorrow's action. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. The final part of the tournament action. Oh, jeez. That was bad. Sorry. We'll look at that for just a moment. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, we're going to do the Elite Eight. That's going to tip off with Duke at Florida. Going to move on to LSU at Iowa State. That's a big game. Liam needs Iowa State to win to stay in contention for a chance at winning the bracket challenge. We're going to move on to Louisville at Ohio, who was a champion pick for Ashley. And then Alabama at Memphis. Alabama is the runner-up I picked for this tournament. So lots on the line tomorrow. 3 of the games have bracket implications. And Duke and Florida should be a fun game to watch. Hopefully someone will finally knock Duke out of the tournament. Looked like Georgia Tech was going to be able to do it today, but they weren't able to do that. Florida took care of Gonzaga by 3. And for the most part, all the games were competitive for at least 3/4 of it or so. Some of the teams pulled away towards the end, which is totally fine because the games were good throughout. So thank you for joining me. Thanks for watching. Yeah, tomorrow, 4 p.m., we're going to finish this all off. And we'll be done with Mascot tournaments for a while. We'll go into Yoshi's Crafted World, and then I'm going to do some Telltale games because that Walking Dead is ending. So feels like a good time to go back through and play some of the older seasons and try the new one out. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching YouTube. We'll see you later. Come hang out at a stream sometime. It's a lot of fun. Bye.